Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the After Hours podcast. On today's episode, we have PrizzaMike. PrizzaMike is a YouTube sensation. He's a car YouTuber. He's been pretty much tearing cars down, rebuilding them for a few years now. I believe the first big time or big project he worked on was his 240SX right-hand drive conversion car that was crashed into and it was T-boned, and the car was basically scrap metal. Anyone else would have threw this car away. They would have never tried to rebuild this car. And what Mike did was he didn't want to give up on the car, so he took the whole car apart piece by piece and he rebuilt it. He basically filmed this whole entire process. It's on his YouTube channel, and you guys should definitely check it out. He's been a big source of inspiration for a bunch of the people I know around me, and this conversation was amazing. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys get inspired as well. Don't forget, we are giving away a set of XR1 coilovers this month on our website. Every $5 spent is one entry, and if you buy Faction merch, you get double entries. Time's running out, so make sure you get those orders in fast. All right, guys, let's hear a word from our sponsors and then jump right into this episode. This podcast is sponsored by East Coast Drift School. East Coast Drift School is a driving school focused on learning the art of drifting. Conveniently located at the greatest drifting facility in the United States, Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey. Raceway Park currently has 3 tracks, so you will have a few options to choose from when setting up your lessons. Chris Knapp, who is part of the Raceway Park family, will be your teacher as he guides you through car setup and technique. If you are more of a seasoned driver, East Coast Drift School is also the place where you can get some extra seat time. Chris allows private track time with no instructing as well, so that you can get some test and tune runs in before that big event or competition you have coming up. Instead of spending the night dodging the police with your boys, consider signing up with East Coast Drift School the next time they release their schedule. Chris releases the schedule on the 16th of every month through Instagram. Make sure to check them out, give them a follow, and shoot over a direct message when you are ready to set up a date. You can find them on Instagram at East Coast Drift School. Chase Bays has been a household name in our industry for over 15 years, supplying us with tons of fluid power products such as power steering cooler kits, oil catch cans, engine oil coolers, hydraulic handbrake kits, and of course, their dual piston brake booster delete kits, which fit a wide variety of vehicles. The core values of Chase Bays is function, simplicity, quality, and aesthetic. All of their products are user-friendly and easy to install, while of course looking the part. The quality of their products has only increased over the years, and now with Front Street Drift Club being a sponsored team of Chase Bays, you can guarantee the products are stress tested as well. I'm currently digging their compact intercooler sprayer reservoir kit. This kit includes a pump and pigtail to wire it up to any switch you want. I've been a big fan of sleek looking OEM style intercooler sprayers ever since Subaru had one on the STI, and this kit provides you with what you need to get started. If you need any more info on any of their products, make sure to take a look at their product descriptions. They have some of the most detailed descriptions I've read with tons of information. You can check out Chase Bays products and place your orders directly on our website at factionmotorsports.com, and make sure to use the coupon code ChaseBaysAfterHours with no spaces to save on checkout. This podcast is also sponsored by Automotive Specialty Wraps. Automotive Specialty Wraps is a company specializing in paint protection film, vehicle wraps, ceramic coatings, and window tinting located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Owned and operated by car enthusiasts and drifters, their technicians have over 10 years of experience in the industry. Ceramic coating is one of their specialties and is the service they offer that caught my eye first. In the 60s, NASA and the US military formulated a ceramic coating to be used on spacecraft and planes. This coating would be able to protect them from harsh conditions. Following that, in the early 2000s, ceramic coatings were revamped to be used in the automotive industry. These coatings give your car's paint extra protection while also making it shine. Wax only lasts for a couple of weeks at most, but ceramic coatings last for a year or longer. They perform a full 2-stage polish to the car beforehand to make sure the vehicle is in perfect condition before applying the coating. This service can also be applied to wheels, which would be the best thing you can do to a new set of wheels you just picked up, if you are looking to protect them for years to come. As mentioned, they also offer window tinting and paint protection film installations. Now, everyone knows what window tinting is, but these guys offer carbon or ceramic tinting depending on your needs. Paint protection film, or PPF, is a great idea for those new vehicle owners that want to protect their paint before it gets chipped up driving down the highway. I always suggest having at least the front end done in PPF, like the front bumper, fenders, and hood. ASW is now offering mobile detailing, and this is no basic car wash. It's more of a 2-hour spa session for your car using special soaps designed to extract toxins out of your paint. And the best part is they will come to your house, job, or even to our shop when your car is being serviced to get the wash done. From protecting your tow rig's exterior to full livery installations on your drift car, they have you covered. You can contact them at automotivespecialtywraps.com and make sure to mention our podcast. They are currently offering 10% off mobile washes and tinting services for our listeners. Limitless Auto Fab is a fabrication shop and retailer located in Illinois. They produce bash bars and catch cans for a bunch of popular models in the drifting community. We started selling their products earlier this year and have heard nothing but great things since. Limitless bash bars are honestly the industry standard right now. Fabricated from 1.5-inch mild steel tubes, these bars are designed to take the impact of light collisions in order to avoid or minimize damage to your body or frame. My favorite part about these bash bars is that they are designed in a way that helps hold most aftermarket bumpers up at the correct height. Unlike a lot of other aftermarket bars that require you to either weld additional brackets on or install those big foam rubber pieces to raise the bumpers up to avoid bumper sag. This is a huge pet peeve of mine when installing bash bars at the shop, so I'm really glad about this feature. Gone are the days of trying to keep your rusty rear factory crash bar because you are worried about bumper fitment issues with an aftermarket one. Their bars also come with jacking points and optional license plate brackets, so everything you need is right there from the start. Limitless Auto also sells catch cans for a handful of specific models. These cans are built in-house and chassis specific. We have used these cans before in the shop with no issues, and they look great as well. The guys over at Limitless are on social media as well at limitless_auto_fab. So please make sure to check out their Instagram and give them a follow. They post photos of all the drift cars using their products, from Front Street Drift Club to Animal Style. If you are in the market for a bash bar or catch can, make sure to check out their full product lineup on our website, factionmotorsports.com. This podcast is brought to you by Faction Motorsports. We are an automotive performance shop located in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our shop is easy to get to from Route 17, 3, and 21. We are also only 15 minutes away from New York City. Faction Motorsports provides services that include, but are not limited to, performance part installations, suspension overhauls, general maintenance, engine installations, tire mounting and balancing, and custom four-wheel alignments with our in-house Hunter alignment machine. We also stock a range of performance products in-house. From AN fittings and gaskets to complete body kits, we try to stock as many parts as we can to provide quick shipping times for our website customers and same-day pickup for locals. Make sure to shoot us an email if you are looking to set up an appointment or if you are looking for a part that is not up on our website. Our email is sales@factionmotorsports.com. We are also on Instagram at Faction Motorsports.
Well, welcome everybody to the Faction After Hours podcast. We're here to bring you another episode. Tonight we have a guest, but not just any ordinary guest. We have one of my favorite content creators on YouTube, car content creator, just junkyard content creator. We got PrizzaMike in the building, everybody. There's a live audience out there.
Oh, yeah. You can hear it on the fucking thing. It's so awkward when we don't.
Now I'm like...
when the guest doesn't have the headphones on.
We're just...
Thanks for having me, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
You're on a cross-country road trip, and you managed to take a pit stop here, so... Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I had to stop by.
You brought a gang. We were having a good time.
And then
unfortunately, now we have to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, no
But
worries.
the room isn't as big as we could have like 9 people in here.
Yeah. I like to have 4 people in here, but sometimes it gets to like 6. But when it's at like 8, it's like, all right.
Dude, it's a party when it's
You can't hear anything.
More than 3 is a party, let's be real.
Yeah. It's just like with a podcast, you can't hear anything at that point. It's just people yelling and you're like, okay, like this is too much chaos. But it is more fun, obviously, when there's more people here. But,
yeah.
you know.
And we just got done talking about how I was talking about the Gloria, and obviously people know you from a lot of things, the 180, the Z now, which is do you know about the Z?
I know a little bit about the Z because we saw you driving home at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie was driving. He's like, what is up with that thing? I'm like, yeah, that's a Z because it's running 13 suspension in the front. It's the Sky, Mike.
Also, I got to say this. Johnny Monaco was here last night. I don't know if you know Johnny, but he's a friend of ours. And I told him you were coming, and he's like, oh, cool, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I talked mad shit about him, but I know at Final Bout, Front Street was talking shit about his car or something right in front of his face or some shit like that. And I was like, yep. And then you walked in and you saw Johnny and you were like, yeah, I just got roasted by Front Street for like a half hour or some shit. It was just funny as fuck. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
I don't get why.
They're just assholes.
You worked
That's how
mad
it is.
hard on that. It's like,
I mean, the welds were kind of sloppy. I'm not gonna lie.
They were, but
they're structural, but I didn't like smooth them out. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think it'd be anything like that. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, Josh Lee's like, oh, why'd you do this? You should have just bought an S13 or some shit like that. That's all he cares about.
Z32 is slept on. All I gotta say.
dude, on Bomax now too.
I want to hear about this, like, so because no one really drifts those cars,
Yeah, no.
and you think it's a pretty good car.
That's the next chassis, I think.
Oh, really?
But I don't want to tell people that.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah. It's the next chassis if you keep mentioning it. Yeah,
Exactly.
that'd probably be the only way because I feel like no one ever fucking fucks with those cars. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
no. Well, it's not as much aftermarket support for like drift oriented
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
But so much shit is like interchangeable, like the rear arms and everything.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's pretty similar. Although front subframe is unique to Z32.
Yeah.
They have like the double wishbone.
And it's like R32 style kind of. Yeah, that shit sucks.
That's
That-
why I was like, McPherson front, we're good.
I was about to
True.
say that's why I feel like you did the conversion. Frankie literally just said all the rear arms.
Yeah, the front is totally crazy.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need like that that availability for front suspension for drifting. I feel like is huge.
Yeah.
because then you can just switch out some arms.
I mean, that's not the first car that people put. Like, people take Cressidas, put all S13 shit on the front. Like, other cars, it's always S13 stuff because that's like the most sought after drift car. So it has all the, modifications you need, all the aftermarket support.
Yep.
So, how hard was that to do that swap?
Oh,
on
it
that
wasn't
car?
too bad. I have a friend that had a chopped up S14, so I went to his place, welded together some old suspension, basically made a jig out of it.
Okay.
So then after I had the jigs that bolt into the subframe mount, tension arm bracket, and the strut tower, I brought it to my place, took all my suspension off the Z, bolted the jig up to the Z subframe and the Z traction arm mounting, and then I could see where the top hat was and where I needed to cut.
Oh, okay.
Shock
So
tower.
you kind of relocated where the strut tower.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's exactly S14 spec.
God, that sounds so.
You have photos of that on your Instagram?
Probably, yeah, I got the pictures of the
And
jig.
you're going to get put to work since you are at work.
We have Eddie manning the ship now today.
Yeah.
No Malcolm cam, but an Eddie cam.
Yeah, but
You
this
have
is
that?
the
You know how to
first.
do that?
This is one of the first after hours that is during hours.
There's Eddie.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, my posts are kind of like dumps, so they're not like one thing
Yeah.
specific.
But maybe he can find it. I mean, Eddie, you can look on your
It'll
own
be
and try
like
to
at
find
least
this.
a year
But
and a half ago.
That fabricating or that involvement is, to me, I'm thinking about it like algebra. You remember PEMDAS?
yeah.
Because then you had the whole thing, right? So then you bolted it up, and now you're like, okay, let me just cut the car to make it.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
I drove up. Yeah, he lived an hour away too. That included that job. Like I drove up in the Z. Or no, it might have been the Integra. I don't know. Had my welder and everything loaded in the car. Made the jig. Packed it all up. Drove down. Put it on my Z. Cut it out. Welded the new shock towers.
This is
Welded new shock towers to the. Okay, so you didn't just like cut a hole. You just
Oh no!
did
I put
all
the caps
new.
in there.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I had my
I gotta
friend
watch
that,
this shit.
that works at well, he doesn't work there anymore, but someplace where he cut out plasma, S13 style, S14 style shock towers.
And you were, I mean, dude, after all the work you did to the 180, I'm gonna call it a 180. I don't know
Keep
if it's
going.
a 240, but keep going down, Eddie.
Oh wait, no, too far.
There's
Keep going up.
just
Up.
a certain level of
Oh wait, when it's lowered. So
That one?
before that, keep going down. Down.
Maybe it's gone.
It's between this one and the lowered one.
And they're
like
all-
I said,
you
they're
just
all
forgot
dumps,
to
so
document.
Okay.
it'll be a random photo in the dump.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay. So yeah, check
Check
some of
this
this.
one with the S14. That's a dump.
That's a yellow 14 right there, if I've ever seen one.
And where do you do most of the work?
Jeez.
At your house?
Friends' houses, brother house,
Okay.
mom's house.
Damn.
In the parking lot, like,
Right.
what? Yeah. That looks goofy as heck.
Doesn't it?
Why? With no volume, too, it definitely looks a little. Because we're a fan of this car here, right? Are we not?
I like a Z32.
You like Z32s.
Yeah. Holy shit, bro. What is this?
It's my workhorse.
No, but okay, this
Just a
is what
fucking
we're
car filled with fucking bricks.
This is what we were talking about
concrete.
before.
A
I'm
Gloria.
telling that
Okay, I heard
car,
about this
right?
shit. Yeah,
this
yeah.
car was a culmination from watching it from the outside in. You learned a bunch of stuff on the 180, and you were basically like, "Yeah, I could do this now." Is that kind of?
Yeah, so the Gloria was kind of a side project. Someone just sent me the link on Snapchat. They're like, bro, this has your name all over it. I'm like, what you mean? I click the link. It's that car, Y32, with a half cut included.
Oh,
Yeah, so it came with the rear clip.
Oh, so the car was that fucked up when you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what the fuck are you?
I was like, fuck. My friend Omar, we were doing the SR swap on my friend's S13 hatch or whatever. And my friend Omar, that's the house we were at, needed to move all these bricks around. But, hey, we can take the Gloria out. Let's see how many bricks we can fit in it.
It's funny because he said this is right up your alley, and he's like, yeah, it's half of a car and a broken car, so it's
Yeah.
like literally perfect. And then did you end up fixing this thing too?
Oh, yeah.
dude,
In, 3
you should
months.
see it
3,
now.
4 months.
Looks amazing.
That's crazy, dude. So you got into all this shit mainly because of that 180 chassis. I'm gonna call it a 180, but it's probably 240.
Wait, can you click that middle
No,
one?
I've
Sorry.
done this before the S13.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. There's a spread like this with my Integra.
Oh, so
I have
you-
a 4-door and a 2-door that's been chopped up.
Okay. So you have a history of this.
Yeah. This
What-
was my most recent, I think.
What was the motivation? You just fuck a car up once and you were like, I need to make this work.
That's precisely it.
Yeah.
Being broke and not want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Mike. Thank you.
That's right up Carl's alley.
I'm telling you, this is why I like Mike's channel.
Yeah.
You did the Z in one day. This took a little bit longer, but you also did some care to it where
Yeah.
I was like, damn. He's like lining shit up now. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Was there anything wrong with the Z32 or no? It was just you.
Oh, I got that car as a part out. There was
Okay.
nothing left of it. It had tan interior, no drivetrain. All the windows were broken.
So basically, if somebody has like an old project that's just sitting around in their yard, they should hit you up.
No, not anymore. I don't have any more storage. I have so many cars now that I have some at my neighbor's house down the street.
Yeah.
You're
I have at my dealer, or not my dealer, my friend's dealership, just in his Mercedes parking lot.
Yikes.
And then, I don't know, there's other cars in other places too. But
hey, making it work though, Mike.
I mean, this makes sense now because I was telling you about my friend earlier that's into your channel, and he was saying that he's like, dude, he takes shit that like most people would get rid of, and then he like makes it work, and
Yeah.
he rebuilds it all.
for
And,
me, it's sick when you can make nothing look like something.
yeah,
That's like, oh, you put in some elbow grease here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you had to work for that.
Yeah.
And now it makes a little bit more sense because I remember when you were doing the 240, I was one of those people that was like, why would he bother wasting his time? But now it makes more sense because this is kind of like something that you
Oh, yeah.
enjoyed doing.
This is fun to me.
Yeah. So now it makes sense. But I mean, also when I saw that 240, I was like, yeah, I mean, you could fix it. But I guess most people don't realize that. They just think cars are like, oh, if it's totaled, it's totaled.
Yeah.
Like they don't understand how cars are kind of
That's
made.
the same car.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That thing
looks
was
great.
fucked up.
And it's the same color code, but shade 2. That's Omar, the guy's house I did the job at.
Okay. I like that color. That's nice. So we had one of these cars. What did we have here? Did you see it that week? What was it, Eddie? Was it called? It wasn't the Gloria, was it? Or was it the?
That is a Gloria though, right
What's
there.
what's the brother? The brother's name?
Cedric.
Cedric. I kept calling it Cedric.
Why are
I'm like, yo, get this Cedric the fuck out of here because we couldn't find shit. Somehow I found parts for that thing. That was like
Really?
the most miracle job I've ever done here in my life. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, because usually if we get something like that in, it's like, all right, we're gonna be waiting a while. The car's gonna be sitting around. But I was like so motivated to get that the fuck out of here. I found brakes. I found
Oh, yeah.
suspension components, and
Surprisingly, parts are cheap for those cars.
yeah,
What?
And they're readily available.
yeah.
What car is the US
You would know more than me. I don't really remember. I think
It's,
it was like
I think it's Q45,
Yeah.
but that's the Y33, I thought. I
that
don't
might be
know.
what I was working on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was like a mixture, and like the brake rotors were hard to fuck. As you know, at JDM cars, the brake rotors are always like different sizes and shit. I don't know
Do
why.
you have a goal to have a shop, Mike? Because in that,
100%.
because that Gloria, there's a video where Mike is in. I think it was Omar, that guy you just showed
Yeah.
us, in his backyard. And he's just
Yeah.
in the backyard, far in the corner of the backyard, just
Yeah.
cutting this thing. And like, I'm like, what is this guy doing, dude?
And
Like,
when winter hits, like right now, that's when you're like, yeah,
You need
I
a
really need
shop.
somewhere to go.
I did that whole job in November
Oh my god.
outside.
yeah, okay, yeah. You were cold. You gotta be.
That's that
Built with a different-
that Midwest life. I don't know. They're built different.
You
I
guys
think.
got
You gotta
that
be built a
snow.
little different.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there
I
a
mean-
PrizzaMike shop in the future?
So that's the goal this year.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
I guess a little backtrack here, but when I got in that T-bone, at that time I had, I guess, approval to get a house loan, but I lost my job from a T-bone because I was off work too long
Okay.
because I was injured, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just try and rebuild my S13. I have a little bit of change to get me by, had my down payment, so I was like, all right, scrape by, try and see what I can do with YouTube, really take it seriously. And it was taking off. So I'm like, all right, let's keep building the S13. I didn't know if it was going to be fixed.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, if it lines up, it lines up. You know what I mean? I found all part out cars. A lot of homies hooked me up with some free parts. So shout out to anyone that helped me out along the way. And yeah, it just kept growing. But I wasn't making enough money to like really, I can buy a house. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah.
But so I finally have like a 2-year mark where it's like, all right, I can show I made money. Now I can get approval.
Okay.
And since you're self-employed technically through YouTube, it's a lot harder. So it's been a process, but we're figuring it out.
So you're trying to get a house and a shop?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
one,
Yeah.
One big,
unit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hope you get that.
I appreciate
Because
that, dude.
He's
that is
definitely
the
gonna get
dream,
it,
bro.
yeah.
Like that is the
Yeah.
dream.
The fact that you've been doing so well with YouTube and you don't even have a fucking proper shop, like that's
Oh, yeah,
that's,
no. I've been
that's
bouncing
great.
around houses too. I don't like sleep in the same spot every night.
Yeah. For real?
Yeah.
that explains his road trip. Just fucking,
Yeah.
all right, I'm out.
Oh, yeah. This
Nah.
is normal. I love this.
Yeah.
I could-
Every day is different.
Yeah.
I'm
I
used
could
to
boot bop around anywhere too, man.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Carl's like that too. I'm
Shout
good.
out Haley.
I'm
That's
good for
my-
like a week or two. After 2 weeks, I'm like, nope, need to go back to New Jersey right now. But like those 2 weeks, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then right once that 2-week mark hits, it's like all of a sudden something clicks, and I'm like,
Really?
yeah, I got to go home. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You know, I guess it's what do they call it? Fucking
Homesickness.
Homing
Yeah.
beacon?
Literally,
Oh,
it's literally called homesickness, and that's it does happen. Like you think it'll never happen until you're there, and then you're like, oh shit.
I
But
think
you
just
guys are
gotta
different.
keep-
I think
You just gotta. I'm just busy. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I like to think about what I'm going to do already. Like after I'm doing this thing, I gotta do. I want to think about the next one. Otherwise, and this happens too. Otherwise, you start thinking about the past,
I live
and
in
then
the
you
past.
start to
Shit
just
sucks.
get
Don't do
absolutely
that.
depressed.
You can't live in the past.
You
bro.
get absolutely depressed about everything you could have done, everything you didn't
Yeah.
do, and then you're like, crap. And then
You
you
know-
lose the opportunity to do those things in the future.
Yeah, that's like my biggest thing. Like if I'm home alone for too long, it's just fucking start thinking about the past, and I'm like, nope, I got to get to the shop.
Really?
I got to start doing. I can't be like, I can't let my mind just sit. Like it sucks.
I see.
Yeah.
Especially with YouTube. Like how are you gonna make a next? What video are you gonna make next?
Oh,
What are you
yeah.
gonna do
I
here?
never
What are you
clock
gonna do
out.
there? It's hard.
It's hard to sleep, actually.
Couldn't even, dude.
I mean, you're a business owner, so yeah, it's
And the business is you.
You're
Yeah.
right. And I do the filming, editing, planning,
Oh my
parts
God.
finding, the wrenching. The whole channel is just one person.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay,
Fuck.
same age, right?
Yeah. That's why the interest of like house and all this shit becomes real.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh my gosh. You turning 30
July.
July?
Yeah.
I'm turning 30 next month. Yeah.
Enjoy your 20s.
And then
bro.
I'm like,
Enjoy
what
your
about
month.
But then as an example, it's so easy to be like, what have I done in the past 30 years of my life? Or maybe we'll call
Yeah,
20, because
but-
then 10, you could lock in at 10 years old. That's what they want you to do.
Bro, you could lock in at 60 years old. All of a sudden, you didn't do anything your whole life, and then boom, and now you fucking own a business.
Yeah, but
and
my
shit.
joints and
I'm just saying, like,
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's
Never-
never too
yeah.
late.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
people always act like it's too late. Oh, I'm 30. I'm 35. It's no.
how long has the channel been going for, Mike? Like,
Since the T-bone is when I took it seriously.
yeah.
Yeah, so I want to get back to that a little bit because I'm a little ignorant to it, unfortunately. And
no
it
worries.
seems like I'm surrounded by people that just watch your stuff. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. That's
Thousands
the
of
problem.
pinch welds I watch this guy drill, dude. Different.
Yeah, dude, I remember seeing that photo up top.
Drill
Right there.
bits too. He'll be like, this bit's a little bit better than the last one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Fuck this.
This drill bit's a little bit better.
I swear
I get
God,
that. I
we
feel
will
that.
watch.
I'll be burning through them.
Yeah. What are your favorite drill bits?
What were they?
I don't
It was
know.
on the Gloria. I had it.
Is it
dialed
Irwin?
in. It might have been.
I feel like
it was
Irwin
like
drill
a
bits are the
$50
best.
bit. That thing lasted me
Just
half the car at
Dude,
You'd
least.
be
you gotta
spraying
under-
them with fucking cutting oil in them. That's the
probably
hit.
should've.
That's the trick. Yeah, the cutting
I
oil.
got too lazy. I was just,
Yeah, it's annoying. You don't want to have to do that
$50
shit.
drill bits.
Dude, good drill bits, dude, are expensive, man. But yeah, so you get into this accident. First of all, I want to talk about because you said you were injured. Was it bad?
I mean, there's blood on my face, but that honestly didn't really affect me.
Oh, I saw that photo. I remember. Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
That's
photo-
fucking insane.
That I know, probably not drifting related, but that photo is so drifting.
That's gnarly.
Like it's just like perfect.
Glad to see that you were okay. Though.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, it shifted a disc in my spine.
Damn.
The
Okay,
lower
that's
so it was
disc.
bad. That's a really bad
serious,
accident.
Yeah.
Mike.
And then that when you drifted it at fucking US Air, right?
I got a lot of heat for that.
Yeah, I remember it. That shit was cool.
Oh my
though.
God, it's so unsafe.
Oh my God.
Like, yo, we're literally throwing the cars sideways.
Yeah.
That's the car.
That's cool, man.
Is it weird to think back on it now? Like, I know
Yes.
you've been probably asked this for the past anywhere you go now because
It's
a common topic to bring up.
how do I say this? The car kind of sits in my garage. I didn't work on it this much this year. We put a cage in it. That was it. And now I just see it in the garage. I'm like, it's there. It's comforting because it's like it's the same car. It exists. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Was for the car to exist. I got the same feel after driving it, after repairing it. It's all I could ask for. So I guess that's it.
That's a RB in there too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
He has
actually
no
is that
idea.
actually a 180SX? Because it's right hand drive. I saw that.
No, okay, so the thing is, I bought this. No, I straight traded that car 7 years before the T-Bone
Whoa.
I had an EK coupe,
Okay.
straight trade. And it was a single cam pig nose, factory manual,
Okay.
bone stock, pig nose with lip car, white hatch,
And you swapped it.
right hand drive swap.
Okay. And you did firewall, everything like that?
Yeah, firewall swap.
Of course you did. Because you can rebuild cars that were T-bone, so I would assume
Yeah,
you would do a firewall.
It probably wasn't the best right hand drive swap,
Yeah.
but if I didn't do that,
We've seen a lot
probably
of them.
wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That's why I looked, because I was like, that door's fucked up. I looked and I saw your steering wheel was on the other side. I was like, oh, okay. Thank
Right.
God. Yeah, that would have been. Imagine you did. Do you think about that sometimes?
Oh, yeah. That's
If
the
he
first thing I
literally
said.
didn't right hand drive swap it, he'd be dead.
That's the
Yes.
was it paradox they call it or whatever? It's like
Yeah.
if that
No.
didn't happen, and there's so
Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of intervals. Like,
the thing is, I didn't even make a video about everything before the T-bone with that car. Like there's a reason I wanted to keep that car alive. Just I guess trauma bond is the word for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like that car got stolen from me while right hand drive swapping it. My drivetrain got stolen while it was out of the car. Like
Holy
it's been
shit.
through some stuff. I had to steal my car back. Had my friends like, yeah.
I didn't
Whoa.
even. I don't know that.
I know, I haven't
And
made a
like
video
now I'm
about
like,
it.
fuck yeah. Because this right here, sitting in this chair, this is your number one person who it's like, don't get rid of it. I'm gonna
Really?
rebuild it.
I
There's
am
green
a
shoe.
little bit of a
do
hoarder.
not, yeah, do
I'm a
not
hoarder.
even get
I
started
mean,
with
you
me.
saw fucking Damon's car back there.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you buy that? I don't know.
And then don't even
Because
get me
that's
started about Greenie in the back.
Which one? Oh, the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my dad's diesel truck from 2001, and I
That's
won't
sick,
let it
though.
go.
Who he was gonna trade it in or something, and then he said, "What did you say?"
No, my dad was gonna throw it out. That's what he was gonna do.
Oh, no.
My dad's the type. He's the opposite.
I see.
Like throw everything out, no matter what. It's like, Dad,
My
you could probably
dad's-
sell that for
I
$7
feel
grand.
that.
Throw it out.
My dad's like, you gonna sell these cars you're building? No.
Yeah, well, my dad would collapse if he saw me doing the shit you were doing. That's crazy. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing in there?" But it's it's amazing.
Then you said, "No, give me that. I grew up in that truck. I want that truck."
that was it. Yeah, I grew up in that truck.
I respect that. That's sick though.
You
Yeah.
said that too. You said that, and I was like, "Oh, look at Frankie."
That
right
was the
here."
only reason. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have did it because, I mean, you got way more excuses than I do. But I feel like having that, I'm like, I hate saying I don't have enough time, but that is such a massive project for me because I got I want to frame swap it. I want to cab swap it probably, or fix the cab.
Is it rusty?
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
The drivetrain is pretty good, but everything else is fucked. So it's like now I got to tear down 2 fucking 2500s in this shop while it's functioning, and it's like it's kind of insane to me. So it's like it's not a priority. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, but I get why you would keep it. You said you had it for 7 years before, right? Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of sentimental value with that car.
Yeah, it's come a long way. And the big reason I think that it took off, other than the photo, is that I had just finished the car after those years. I had daily driven it throughout going to college, junior college, got my bachelor degree in it. Like, it's got a lot of fond memories. You know, RB25 swap, the kit. Went through a few kit eras, all the suspension.
Did you get into drifting with that car too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my only drift car. Yeah. Daily driven and drift car.
Yeah, I would probably, if you didn't, you'd probably be, I don't know. You'd miss it and you would have regret of it too.
That's like my S13 too. I mean, I went to college in that car too. I have a lot of memories in that car. So
right?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would suck if it got crashed into and I had to get rid of it. It wouldn't be easy for me. I think there's like types of people like that, like me,
definitely.
like you. Like I think because then you look at Tom Nazzaro and he'll throw that shit in a dumpster. So you know, because that first one was his first car. From like literally his first car, like 16 years old type shit. Yeah.
And he gave it to B-Haul?
And he just gave it to he's like, nah, I'm done with this one, and just throws it. And I'm like, bro, you had that car for fucking 10 years.
Well,
like,
Tom, you're talking about a different.
He's different.
Like, you know?
He just wants to drift. He doesn't care about the cars.
Yeah, they're sentimental. Yeah. Being sentimental, I used to think is like a weakness, but you can be sentimental.
I do view it as a weakness because I wish I could change it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's just how it is.
Trauma bond is. I can't get over trauma bond.
The thing is though, because you feel more connected to your machine too if you've had it that long.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're just a driver though, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's more to cars than just driving.
Yes. I agree with that. Yeah. I've been more. I feel like. You too, Carl. I feel like you work on your car. Like when you work on your own car a lot and you like put a lot of time into it, it's like
therapy.
Yeah.
That's probably why I can't get rid of the trauma bond word in my head, because the IS, there were so many times where I wanted to trade it. I was a big hop from car to car to car to car after I got rid of the Integra. I had an Integra too. I was talking to Mike about it, but that Integra, I had it for a long time, and then I just wanted to try different cars. I got a truck, like I had a Land Cruiser, then I got a 240, then I got Honda's back, then I got a Subaru. Like I just wanted to try different things, and Frankie thought that was the craziest thing ever.
I feel like when we really met and started hanging out, that's kind of when you switched.
Yeah, but I stopped because then I have this guy in my ear.
And I kept telling him like, Carl, just keep the fucking car.
How are you going to build something?
Yeah.
If you keep switching it, and I'm like,
precisely.
All right, cool. So let me hone in on this one car. And now when I wrench on it, it's like you just go into your office and then you know exactly what's in your office. You know where everything's at and you're familiar with it. And I went through like struggle with that car of my own, like financial struggle through COVID, like personal struggles where life is just bearing the hell down on you. And then you can just escape to the car and you can work on the car, drive it, hopefully. And like that's probably why.
Malcolm needs your keys. Apparently,
I like to keep it. Oh, Malcolm's trying to cop a free 34 real quick.
Impala.
No way.
That's what I've been calling it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that is right. It does look like that.
The Impala SS, super sedan,
What's
street
with
sedan.
the stickers on the fender, Mike? I haven't seen that in. I don't know how long.
If you look far back enough on my profile, I've actually done that in my Integra before. But the thought with this one was at each stop, I would have people put stickers on. So it's like a memory board.
I knew it. Cool. I knew it.
So I had like Understeer King put it on. The Drift HQ guys put stickers on.
That's cool.
Jimmy Oaks and the gang. You
Frankie.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of sick.
We got to get
we
that
got stickers, yeah.
Make sure I don't forget that shit.
Yeah, no, I know you're not.
That would be dumb as hell.
You be forgetting a lot of things lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't worry, you're turning 30.
Nope.
Oh, I see.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, that was a thing, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
Definitely.
was sticker bombing. That was a fucking thing.
That was the thing.
Bro, that was literally a thing, sticker bombing.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like 2010.
Back in the
Yeah,
day. Yeah.
especially with Volkswagen people, too.
Volkswagen?
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
big Volkswagen.
Were you a Volkswagen?
Nah, never Euro.
Never a year. I dipped my toe in there and then found out how much coilovers were, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know if this is for me. Like, I couldn't even fathom how much coilovers were. But then Raceland came out, and I was like,
Oh, God. Someone called the other day to the shop. They were like, I got some coilovers. How much to install them? I was like, what coilovers? He's like, max speeding.
No.
I said, let me stop you right there. I said, these, just so you know, just so you're aware, those are the worst coilovers you could ever buy in your life. And he's like, oh, shit. All right, thanks, man.
unless it's a Miata.
He's like, I didn't buy them yet. I was going to. He's like, thanks. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, BC Racing is the bare minimum. Don't go anything less than that. That's what we always say.
Yeah.
Because then you get them here and you're like, oh, you can't adjust anything. And then they leave and they're fucking bouncing down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blown factory.
It's bad, dude. But yeah.
What's done to the 34? A lot? Little? Not a lot?
Oh, not a lot. I got it recently, actually. I flew out here in late October and then just drove it back after meeting with, Jimmy and the boys. And then we just did maintenance on it, like timing belt, water pump, wheels, coils.
Stuff to prepare you for a 5,000-mile journey?
Yes,
Like-
precisely.
like-
Yeah. The things you should do. We didn't pack any tools. Well, actually, I did bring a screwdriver. That was it.
That's good.
No parts.
Dude,
Ugh.
it's like you go to get your tools and you're like, the trip I'm about to make is so insane. What the fuck do I even bring? Like, I can't bring my toolbox. So,
I asked him what spares he brought, and he said
No
nothing
spares.
outside. so-
dude, it's hard to like think of what you need to bring. It's like, there's so much.
I will say we did have calipers lock up driving from Tampa to to Jacksonville. And luckily we were by Injuku, so we just picked up Z32
good.
rear conversion kit
Yeah.
and S13 lines, and because no one knows if those lines work, but
Yeah.
they did work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there
thank
we go.
God.
A little bit of knowledge for you in there.
Yeah.
So that was
That's-
fun. Then we stopped at some random dude's house and just borrowed his tools. Had to go to the store, get some cutoff wheels to cut the dust shields off.
Yeah. And that was this trip?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That was 2 hours ago.
So how has this trip been for you? Like, has it been like pretty crazy?
Dude, it's crazy. Every day is something new.
Yeah.
Never know what to expect.
I bet.
It's been a blur, but at the same time, it feels like it's been a year. Only because, like, when you look back on a year, you think about all your memories, But, like, I feel like I've already done a whole year's worth of memories in 2 weeks.
Well, that's
it's
accurate.
February, it's about to be March. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
We left
in case you forgot. Like,
Wait, I missed it. When did you leave 2 weeks ago, you said?
It was over 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So
Yeah,
all
we
right.
lost count.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, how many days you go through where like you didn't really do anything, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of days exist like that. So when you have every day you're doing something crazy.
Something crazy every day.
Yeah, it feels like a year.
you don't ever hit like I'm cooked. You need like a
I'm
day
cooked.
to refresh.
I'm cooked right now. I'm fried.
Every
dude.
it's just hard. Like I'm just running out of everything. Like
I'm running out, but I'm still running.
I think that's how you know that channel is actually Mike.
That should be the slogan. I'm running out, but I'm still running.
out, but I'm still running 1,000%.
Yeah.
And you complaining about, I gotta do a chassis swap inside of this
I
building.
know. It's ridiculous.
All
that's
I
why
can think
that's
about,
why I
I'm
was
like-
like, this is going to sound ridiculous when I
I'm
complain about
like,
this.
Mike and his friends will probably do that shit outside.
Probably
The Z was completely built outside. The swap and everything.
Z32.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That was an outside build.
And
My
what-
brother's
what-
driveway.
What engine's in that?
It's KA.
Yo, what the fuck?
I didn't
kinda
say
sick.
anything.
Out of a junkyard. I pulled it in the middle of winter.
NA?
No, it was NA. I
was gonna
drifted
say.
at NA too.
And it worked?
Yeah.
That thing is so
It's
heavy.
like an 8.6.
Just go.
It's heavy.
It's
because
like
the
an
VG is
8.6,
heavy.
but triple the weight.
No, once you take out the VG, that's a good chassis. That's what
Really?
I'm saying. The Z32 is slept
man.
on.
The VG was really.
Stock diff.
I like the VG though.
Nah.
We like VGs around here. I don't know why.
I don't. Boom.
VG and SR in the same room?
I do
That's-
not.
That's weird, dude.
Okay, here's the thing. I used to work at Nissan. I worked at a lot of Nissan dealers, and
Okay.
sometimes you'd like go look at like old service files and whatnot, and you'd see like a Maxima with a VG in it. Fucking shit has 600,000 miles, original
Oh,
motor.
they're good
You're
engines.
like, damn, dude, this shit is serious.
They're good engines. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But working on it, not
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. You know, why didn't you do RB? Just the price?
I said first drivetrain I find, I'm putting in here.
Thank God it was a fucking Nissan one.
Imagine you found like a K series.
Yeah.
Or
I would not K swap a Z.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I wanted something with Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something 2.4
Oh,
liter.
I
Yeah.
need it to be a 2.4 dual overhead camera.
Iron block.
That's why I called it the 240ZX.
Okay.
Because that was never technically a chassis. There was 240Z and SX, of course, but
Yeah.
ZX.
Yeah. And how much power does that make?
I don't know. It's just street tuned.
Okay.
It's on a Artec manifold G30.
That looks like an
G30
AI
turbo?
generated.
Damn.
Wait, you have it's a G series turbo on that now?
Yeah.
That shit is probably
Yeah, that's
fast.
just probably fast as fuck.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
5
yeah.
PSI though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Wait, tell me
fast?
yours on the stock internals.
Stock engine.
Sweet, shut the fuck up.
Junkyard, everything, even the valve cover.
G30 turbo.
Yeah, go to
Stock
one of the
internals.
recent ones.
This is amazing.
Isn't a G30 kind of big?
Yes, bro. If
Yeah.
it's what I'm thinking it
'Cause I
is,
think-
yeah.
SR
uses
people like the
none of
25.
turbo.
Did you use any of the turbo? Did you have a sponsorship by Garrett or something? Or
I
like,
have no sponsors. This is all solo
why'd
That's-
you put a G30 on that thing?
because I wanted reliability.
True, it is a good
It
turbo.
was my daily all year too.
Yeah.
We turboed it in a couple days.
I'm telling you, this is why I fuck with Mike, dude. He just
love
be
the wing.
trying stuff.
See, that's
That
cool,
looks
dude.
so good, dude. There isn't one person who's in that crowd that isn't going, damn, that looks
The
great.
And you got
Sound is
XT7s
insane.
on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the body kit is sick. That's
Bomex.
Bomex.
Bomex,
Yeah,
OG.
dude.
That's cool. It's
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
thing is Bomex?
Yeah. Oh, the wing is Gretty.
Gracer or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I modded it to have extra fins in it, like the Koki wing on the top.
Okay. Damn, that body kit is sick. The intercooler's sick.
Yeah,
too.
we handmade, or not handmade, but fabbed the intercooler.
It's like a V-mount style.
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's
it's in
veins
there.
inside of it, so it guides the air. So it's not like just an open tank; it's like veined.
That's cool.
Huh.
Wow, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to subscribe to this YouTube channel because
It's a good channel to put on at home.
This,
Fuck.
Yeah.
this is where I parked the car at my neighbor's house.
Your neighbor's just like, look at this guy again.
That's what that picture was. In
The
the
Gritty
dump.
Gracer wing is sick. That's a nice color too.
God, that
Factory cypress green
Is that the same one on the
or
S14?
cobalt green. My bad. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
cobalt
Damn. Dude, the wheels.
green GT4s.
Oh my god, that actually looks really good.
How you keep inspired, Mike? Like, what are you doing? What do you see every day that makes you go, yeah, I'm gonna,
It's dangerous because all I see is potential.
yeah,
You know, because then you start collecting stuff and you're like, oh, I could build that. We should do this. And then you start hoarding.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yep. And then you end up like this.
I hope you didn't show him the back room and
I showed
We
him
saw
I
a
had turned the
glimpse.
lights
Fuck.
on
Yeah, the
because
lights
I
were
was
off
like,
though. You're good.
I don't like walking through because now there's just a
it's
lot.
good because the light switch isn't by the door.
That's what he said.
I can't. I gotta
so
walk
like,
in.
No one wants to go in, and I'm like, perfect. Just shut that
Perfect.
shit.
But then there are sea drifting people, so I was like, yo,
Yeah, you guys need to make a track.
we need
dude.
to. You see potential in here? What
Oh,
do you
This is
see?
the
Yeah.
first thing I said.
That was one of the thoughts for that back room.
Oh, it's got to happen.
I told
Yeah.
you, yeah.
One of our
Yeah.
stops was Street Break in
What is that?
Florida.
Street break.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
like big in RC. They
Okay.
have like a super scale toge with like
Oh wow,
Japanese little posters and stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
it'll be on the next video that drops.
How
Or
do
maybe
we
it dropped
make
already?
that?
Our friend Ken is really into that shit.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
that-
so-
that's his motor out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, that SR that's in the showroom.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah. Oh, there's the look at my hatch.
Wait, what
Wait,
the hell?
That's my
I thought
RC.
this shit was real for a minute.
Yeah, that's Street Break. And then my S13. Shout out to my friend Matt Bartell that made the body.
Okay, this shit's actually.
He did
kinda
all the
sick.
writing on the quarter exactly how it is on mine.
Wait, this is the track.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That looks legit as
Yeah,
hell.
this is
We
pretty
won't
sick.
be able to make anything like that.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, dude.
yo, the foot.
They got real wheels, real kits.
See, this is why.
This is insane.
This is why I
dude.
said I was Mike was like, you need to look.
Dude, I thought that was real.
If I get into
Eddie,
this,
go back. I'm sorry.
If I get into this, I'm gonna have to spend money. I'm gonna be on Yahoo auctions.
That's what I'm like.
Bro, that's like
I've been saying RC is the new wave, bro. This is a good pastime for.
This might
hunters.
be you, dude. Because
Carl,
you,
look at this photo. And
I know,
tell
but
me
you don't-
tell me you could see that that's fake.
you don't.
You know, it's funny
the
because I
center
can
of the
pick it
wheel.
out.
What is it?
The center of the wheel.
That's how you can always tell the center of the wheel. But I didn't
Okay.
even put the intercooler on yet.
I'm looking. You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the two-piece Type X front bumper. And you see the fender piece, Eddie, right there, that line.
You know what's funny? There's also a aftermarket bumper you can put on these bodies that puts the bulge for the front plate.
Oh, okay.
So they get down to every.
I mean, even look at the headlights a little bit down on the right side, and then the left side's higher.
The Type X lights illuminating being like halogen, because I like that when they're halogen.
Dude, that photo fucks me up.
That might be you, dude, because Frankie's not a sim guy.
Here's why I can't.
I'm not a sim guy either.
Yeah, so you might like that.
I can't have that. If I add one more hobby and it's drifting related, I'm never finishing my fucking car. So I can't do that.
No, we'll let you drive, then you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
I got it here with us.
When I finish that, then I'll start. Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta do it.
Look at that. That's sick too. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing any RC drifting where I'm like, this is sick. Because usually I just see it and I'm like, whatever.
Oh, no, this is the culture, man.
Yeah, this is nuts.
That is probably the most intensive example of that I've ever seen. I usually see it and it's on a track. Like it's like a...
Yeah, you can tell it's fake. You know what I mean?
Well, these guys are about it.
Yeah, that looks insane.
That's so funny.
E-brake lock.
So is that a four... Or is that... With
all two-wheel drive.
All two-wheel drive. Because I heard all-wheel drive is easier, right? Or some shit.
Well, think about real drifting.
Yeah.
Are you seeing WRXs at the track?
No.
But I thought it was like a weird thing where it was like RC drifting, all-wheel drive is easier or some shit.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. That's in the past.
I would feel like it'd be weird to
E-brake
make
lock.
it.
That shit's fucking me up too.
But that's not... That's not a button you press for the handbrake, is it? That's you going off the trigger and going...
No, it's a real... Okay, here. I'll give you guys a little synopsis.
Yeah.
So the only thing different is there's no front brake. You can go forward, back, left, right, and e-brake. Now, when you kick the clutch, as I like to say, I guess, you give it some gas and it moves a little bit. The wheels will auto steer. So it acts as if there's caster. That's called gyro. I'm not going to say it's a recent thing, but 10 years ago, that was not a thing. So it feels like you're driving a real drift car.
Wow.
Like the inputs, left versus right, mid drift,
and
actually correlate. Same with the lines and tandems.
It's giving caster, it's giving that feeling like electronically, but it feels like it's almost natural when
it happens.
It's not that it's like it's feeling, it's actually doing it.
Yeah, like it's counter steering.
Yeah.
So it's
you can adjust all the arms,
but in your hand.
Yeah, you can adjust where the points are, the shocks, the fluid that's in the shocks, the spring rates, the position where everything.
This is perfect for people that don't want to spend a lot of money. That want to.
No, this is a lot of money too.
I will say it's a lot of money to get into, but once you get it dialed in, you just drive, and it costs nothing. Just recharge the batteries.
Yeah, you got to buy tires, or
they don't run out unless you run them outside.
Okay.
You gotta buy tires.
We do burn through tires.
Damn.
They got an SR20 in there.
Oh yeah, they're about it.
I saw one where they put like a sound mod on it to make it sound like it was on. Like I think it was an 8.6 with like the
milk carton.
Yeah.
But that's the drive shaft style, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember X mods?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because that's like the next level.
100%.
And I fucked with X mods heavy.
No, X mods didn't drift though, did they?
You could drive them.
You could drive them.
Yeah.
But that was so modified. Okay.
It was like Need for Speed Underground in real life.
There was X mods, but there was like a small car. They were all smushed. It was like Mighty something. I can't remember what the hell it was. And then there was Super Slicks too.
Because X mods weren't like cheap. It was.
That was when Radio Shack.
I was going to say Radio Shack days.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yo,
throwback.
I never appreciated Radio Shack. They had
once it's gone,
many things that could have been useful.
Yes, definitely.
Like
it was a chain hobby store.
But no.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of like resistors.
I remember buying like LEDs and resistors and making little LED kits for my model cars I would make as a kid.
Look at the X mods, right? Oh, I wanted that one so bad. I never got it. That one was always the rare one. Yeah, you can never find that Skyline in the store for some reason.
For those of you who are listening who have no idea what X mods are, X mods was an old remote control car line
that you can modify.
Yeah.
And it was really catered. It was like during that Fast and the Furious era, so like all the stuff we liked.
If I'm being honest, this is what really got me into cars. It was this and Fast and Furious.
Really?
Yeah, the first one. It was those two things. That's what got me into Japanese cars for sure. It was X mods and the Fast and the Furious.
Yo, you got Eddie trained, bro, because there was one S13 on that whole spread. Eddie, I was looking right at it, right? I was looking right at it, and Eddie clicked on it right away.
Eddie's good, man.
Eddie's killing it.
Eddie's the plug.
Dude,
just-
X Mods was yeah, this is kind of making me look at the EK. Little like why is there
that was my car right there,
Why
the
is
blue
there-
one.
why is there
Yeah,
EK?
that was it right there. Yep.
on
That's
grenades?
crazy.
Yeah, that was my car, dude. I fucked with that car. I wanted that car. That was the car I wanted when I was like whatever, what 14? I don't know what we were.
That's what my EK looked like when I traded it for an S13.
You had
Yeah.
an EBP one? Wow.
it was an SI
dude.
clone.
It was,
okay.
thinking
I
about
was
saying
like,
it's SI. I'm like,
An
God
SI
damn.
nowadays will fetch you a good down payment for a
100%.
house.
Yeah.
Really? How much is that car now? If you like an SI?
Original? Like it's
Yeah.
just like any bring a trailer 90s car nowadays. Probably
Well,
at least 15, 20.
Easily. For all original, yeah.
It's getting to that point where it's like, if you want to get one of your fucking old dream cars, you better do it soon because shit's gonna get even crazier.
I don't really know how that's going to work out for us in the future.
I don't know
you
either.
That's why I think you should just keep doing your thing. It'll eventually, when somebody believes in their own self, like, and they just
Exactly.
have all of these items, eventually,
Like you could get something that's not mint and fix it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then you'll
it's-
just have it forever.
yeah.
You're lit.
It's a good idea. And then you can say you fixed it. You know.
I don't know if this is something that crosses you guys' minds as hoarders, but to me,
As
if I
hoarders.
let's say, no, y'all are hoarders. This is
You don't
bad.
want to see my wheel closet.
That's I bet it's probably horrible, dude. But my idea is that if I have these things, then I just won't run out of things to do. It's like, oh, I could just go work on this, or I'll go do that.
I
I'll go
guess.
do this, I'll go do that.
But my brain's like the opposite because it's like I want to finish
Same.
something.
Ooh,
I don't
same
want
way.
another.
I just
thing.
want to be done and chill for a little bit, right?
Yeah. So now it's like I got fucking 4 things that are not done. So it's like, okay, I can't even remotely think about RC drifting. I can't do anything until
Well,
I start.
RC drifting, it doesn't feel like a job task. It's more enjoyable.
Oh God, that's like cheating. That's
It-
like yeah.
It's good to relax every once in a while.
This
That's
guy
important
doesn't
too.
know what that means.
yeah, I don't know what that means.
Frankie does not know.
We'll show you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's, dude.
You'll be
What
geeked,
if this
bro,
would be
when you see
good
it.
for you? Like,
I mean, today
Eddie, what if-
when we were playing this whole thing, I was like, yo, today's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And I never think like that. I'm usually like, okay, today's like, I got to do this. Like, it's fun to me, but it's not fun for anyone else that's around me. But today I was
and
like,
he's just sitting here like, oh yeah, it's not.
but today I was like, yo, it's gonna be fun. We're doing a meet. I don't think we literally ever had a meet.
What? You
Ever.
guys got to do this. Like,
Yeah.
if not once a month, like twice a year, twice a summer.
And so you were the reason why this is happening. Like why we even did this. Like,
Hell yeah.
Because we were like, okay, he wants to throw a meet. Let's throw a meet. And then he hits me up like, I remember you were like, yo, you find a spot yet? And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about
I was
that.
making flyers on the road.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now it's all you got a good picture now. Like this
now
dude is mobile.
Yeah.
doing this stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. I mean, you're living like my dream right now,
Yeah,
traveling
kinda.
and like going to all these places. And yeah,
Yeah.
like that. I would love to do that.
Oh,
know what I
you
mean?
should.
Yeah. I do want to. I mean, what I really want to do is I want to travel the country on a motorcycle.
That'd
so
be
I'm
sick.
trying to do that sooner than later.
Okay.
But you know, I got to have all my ducks in a row before I can just leave here for 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like leaving Illinois was that
That's
like
exciting,
You
bro.
don't. You, oh yeah.
It's exciting.
We hate Illinois, bro.
Where would you be if you didn't want to be in it? Like, where are you gonna find home
Anywhere
base?
but the Midwest.
You want heat? You want cold? You want to be?
Dude, anywhere but the Midwest.
So are you? Is that kind of the point of this a little bit? It's like you're kind of like
100%.
Okay.
We're looking at places
Nice.
to,
Okay.
like, what is this area like? What's this area?
Oh,
Yeah.
now I
That's a
see
good
what
idea.
Mike's doing.
Because
There
I
we
drove
go.
my S13 to the West Coast the same year of the T-Bone, actually.
Okay.
I
While
drive-
it was broken? No.
Imagine.
Imagine you're driving.
Well, I did drive it to and from the event. That was a little sketch, but
Okay, so you went to the West Coast.
yeah. Camped the whole time, like no hotels or anything.
Yeah.
And just got a feel for like each area and what it looks like. We drifted Park before it closed.
That's awesome.
Spirit
yeah.
Peaks. So it's like we got a feel for the tracks. Unfortunately, Rip Park, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah,
So
it was
you
nice
went.
up there.
You were going up north, and then you kind of went down
Yep.
to
And then we
California.
went to Lake Tahoe.
Okay, and you crossed back through Utah.
Yep.
Okay, so you didn't go to like Arizona or Texas. Or
No.
anything? Okay. Yeah.
It's almost too hot, I think.
Those are my favorite areas, but
Really?
you're right. You're right. It's too hot. I've never been there in the summer. I've only been there when it's fucking perfect. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
May, April, something like that.
and in an
perfect in the winter.
S13.
Yeah.
There's something about being an S13
With
that
buckets.
makes it really hot. really, really hot.
You know what that
Tesla
is?
team with no detonating.
That's a catalytic converter hump underneath your ass.
No, but RB is that that's
RB
on the passenger side, or
Exhaust.
well, it would be then your,
Yeah.
you know,
Opposite side.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
your
yeah.
heel, like if in a USDM car with an SR, your heel on your
Yeah, yeah.
shoe
Cooking.
is hot.
Yeah.
And it will like divot it.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Yep.
And then you got the fumes, stinking up the car, and you're
Smell
like,
like trans fluid the whole time.
yeah.
Oh,
why am I
gosh.
why am I about to pass out? Oh, that's the carbon monoxide.
Oh, right. But then you get that little insulator cover, and you're all good.
I tried everything I could. My car smelled like poison for a while.
Damn.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was. I tried figuring it out. I was like, I'm out of ideas. You know what? It must be the fucking over fenders like not being sealed up completely
Oh,
underneath
yeah.
or something. Like that's all I could think of. Like I tried changing the exhaust, extending it out further, changing the fucking test pipe catalytic converter from like the flanges
Is
and
that a
everything.
thing? Should we not be talking
Actually,
about
no, that doesn't matter because it's before 95, so we're good, right?
Oh.
That's a thing in Jersey? Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
it
got
is.
a cat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
car's totally got full exhaust. Yeah.
But like, dude, yeah, I always had a smell. The fuel tank O-ring changed out a
yeah,
bunch of
same.
times. Like, it's
Two or
like
three of those.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what is it? What is it? I don't know. And then I would notice if I didn't have the windows open, if I shut my windows and shut my sunroof, there'd be no smell. So it's pulling it in, the
It's just
vacuum
the exhaust.
pressure.
Just the exhaust then.
You know it's running. That's good.
You know it's
That's
running.
good.
Yeah, but I'm not running. Like coming home from fucking New Hampshire and shit. You're just like driving. You're like, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's
okay.
carbon monoxide poisoning. That's what
Oh,
that is.
is that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
That's why you got to watch that because you'll just pass out like that and just die.
Drove the IS here. That shit was fucking smelly. And for me,
That shit was fucking bumpy.
I know it's that ring.
On a fuel tank?
Yeah.
Or the shifter?
But no, the fuel tank.
Okay.
But then now I also have like an axle dump for the exhaust.
Yeah, that.
So it just should just come. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, you just got to be careful because if you're going on a long trip, just remember, be like, I got to make sure I stay awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a sketchy
New thing
part.
for me is the no gas gauge. My gas gauge got all fucked up because I messed with the fuel hanger to get a return line out of the returnless system for the IS, and yeah, I guess I messed something up, and now the gas gauge didn't work or
no.
doesn't work, hasn't been working. So every time I drive it, I'm like, first stop gas station, $20. I'll be good for
Yeah.
the day, and then I just got to get it back home. And if I'm farther away, put another $20. I have no idea. I'll like look at the odometer for the day, and I'm like,
It's like a motorcycle.
about 20 miles. Yeah, maybe I should get a little bit.
Yeah. So you went to the West Coast and everything, and how'd you feel about that?
West Coast is pretty sick. It's just really expensive.
Yep.
Plus, like the emissions are pretty strict out there,
Yeah.
especially in Cali. You know.
I've been trying to figure out how the automotive industry is stationed in California. I've been trying to figure that out.
So
for 10 years.
booming. Yeah, they got sick cars over there.
And they have the worst laws anywhere. And
I
I'm
don't get it.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, power to them, I guess, but yeah, I don't understand it.
Which
but.
you guys don't have that in Illinois, I feel like. Can you drive a lot of different cars in terms of freedom over there? Like you
Yeah.
could register it, you could drive it.
Yeah, I'd say
Yup.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll pull you over for like no front plate, like
Same.
and petty stuff. It's
Yeah.
nothing like, oh, you can't drive a swapped engine. No, nothing like that.
So the next spot would preferably, because I couldn't move somewhere where it would be like worse. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, can't go to Cali.
Huh.
Yeah.
So where would
Unfortunately.
you be? Like Texas? Did you try Texas?
We haven't been to Texas.
I think you might like Texas.
I feel like that
Really?
might vibe with you.
yeah, especially
But-
with all the cars.
but I like greenery.
Yeah. Okay. So no Texas.
see, I'm the
no
opposite.
greenery. No greenery in
Yeah.
Texas. They got a lot of sand. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been to Texas.
So let's place our bets right now, Carl. Where he's gonna end up.
I got two potential options right now. Let's,
All right,
let's hear your
don't tell
guesses.
us. Yeah,
You were just in Florida, but it's hurricaney down there. But they can also drive whatever cars they want.
I have a feeling he's gonna like
And there's
Florida.
there's tons of property. And I know someone who recently bought a house down there. Shout out Matt. Congratulations to you. But is it Florida?
I think one of them's Florida.
Yeah, one of them's got to be
One of them's Florida.
dude.
and I think another one is a Carolina.
Nah,
That's random as fuck.
Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Yo,
yeah.
that would be a good one.
Dude, it's so nice. out
Tennessee
there.
is sick. Yeah,
It
I
snowed
fucking
there.
hate Florida.
It
Just for the
snowed there
record.
for
Really?
2 days, I think, this year, which is wild. No, a couple days.
Yeah. Dude, Tennessee has always been fucking sick. I'll stop there whenever we get a chance because I love that place. And plus, they got Texas style barbecue, like good barbecue, like not fucking what we got
It's
over
just
here.
still pretty down there. You know what I mean? It's like still like naturey and preserved.
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah, and there's mountains. There's things to do. Florida, I don't like because it's just flat, boring. Hurricanes, humid. I'm good.
I could be a Florida man though. Let's be real.
I could see that. Yeah.
Florida man, Mike.
And there's a lot of drifting stuff down there. No tracks, not even one, but there's a lot of drifting stuff down there.
Why though?
Don't
They got
ask me.
so
It's just like
much
Illinois.
land.
We don't have a track.
Yeah,
Like a drift track.
Bro, but even Illinois, I mean, you got that. There's that one spot that people go to sometimes.
The parking lot looking thing.
Yeah. That's even as good as Florida.
Yeah, don't name drop that one. People get mad.
That might not even be what I'm talking about.
No. He's talking about.
I'm talking about something
You're talking
somewhat-
about something we should not name.
Yeah.
You're talking about
something
the
somewhat
event.
legit, like Simba
okay.
and them go there sometimes, I think. I
Is
don't
that a
know
track?
It's like a
kind of
skid
looks
pad.
like a.
GLD? That's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it's
not
like a
even in Illinois.
straightaway into a
Big entry pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GLD.
So that's not even in Illinois.
No.
Oh,
How far is that then?
It's like an hour out. It's not bad.
Not too bad.
so there's probably literally nothing in Illinois. Okay.
No. Just
Not-
taxes.
not.
Yeah.
What are those? No, but
So, but what about New Jersey?
I don't know. I've
You-
never done an event out here.
Mike, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It sucks to pay for houses here right now.
Really?
Come on, bro.
Dude, it's ass. Don't lie to him.
We need him out here, bro.
Dude, I'll find the fact that you're even here and our paths cross like this is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So like, it's
But
gonna
dude,
cross again.
Raceway
Yeah,
Park.
well.
Come on, he would love that shit.
Dude,
Hey,
friendship.
we were telling him.
Friendship in cars
Yeah.
got no bounds. Yeah, I was telling Mike like, yo, we should get you to E-Town.
Yeah.
But there's no drift car. And if you're gonna go to E-Town,
If only I had a fucking drift car here. That I mean, you got one.
Well, saying
Why
I'd
should
come
it?
back with a drift ready car. Road trip.
for sure.
Drift trip.
like a
Yeah.
little rally. I was saying a
100%.
little rally. Just drive from, like, just picking up people along.
That's
the way.
basically that's one of my dreams too. Yeah.
We should do that.
That's my honestly the most motivation to finish my car is that because I like traveling. You know.
You're
so
not driving that car that far, dude.
no, not
you can do
in
it.
that car. I'll throw it on a trailer. Like I'm not.
No, you gotta drive it.
I mean, I'm not totally
That's
against
the
it,
fun of it.
but
2.2 stroker with like 1,000 miles one way.
I mean, I'll drive my car. Yeah, like I drive my car to E-Town when we go there because I would rather drive it there than trailer it because it's more of a hassle to fucking trailer it like an hour
really?
or less away to me.
Damn.
I'm
like
like
40 minutes from here.
like if I'm going far, I'm like okay, yeah, because if I fucking break something, it's like I'm not getting home easy. But if I break something 40 minutes away, it's like I'll figure something out. I'll either drive back and get the trailer or
Yeah, but
whatever.
now that those challenges to Mike are probably like, all right, let me fucking do a little control arm real quick.
oh yeah, no, this guy will fucking rebuild an engine on top of the
Do you have what's the craziest roadside? Do you have a craziest roadside where you're like, fuck, I do not want to do this right now?
What do you mean roadside?
Like a roadside fix.
I mean, the brakes was kind of annoying, but it was like a 1 out of 10 difficulty. So.
I was gonna say that doing a brake conversion
Conversion too.
is
yeah.
pretty shitty. Like that
Right, I
sucks.
missed that. It was like a
Yeah, it wasn't because when he said it was a caliber.
Yeah, the caliper seized.
Yeah, I was like, I bet he can't find that shit because it's fucking JDM.
Yeah.
So it's like now you got to convert it.
but you came up with the solution.
Yeah.
It was probably everybody on their phones real quick. Like, shit.
Juku's got that shit on lock though. They got all the brake conversion
yeah.
stuff.
All in
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah. So
But luckily, one of the guys. Okay, so the guy's house that I went to do the brakes was at one of the previous meets, so it kind of worked out.
okay. And you've been throwing these meets like as you go, as you travel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So we had like a couple already laid out, and I had left some as to be determined.
Okay.
And then we added 2 additional to the original list.
Okay.
Mid road trip, because people were like, "Oh, I got a lot for you. Come here." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Yeah, yeah.
That's
cool,
when
man.
I saw New Jersey as TBD. And then I was like,
okay.
Frankie!
Oh, yeah. Because
Answer your
he
phone.
hit me up like,
Answer
yo,
your phone.
did you figure this out yet? I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh shit. And then we were trying to figure something out, and I was like, dude, it's like if you go anywhere around here and you talk to them, they're gonna just tell you to kick rocks. They don't give a shit. Like they're gonna be like,
So you
oh,
just go.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. So yeah, so it's like we're just gonna go, and then
Good. That's how I run it. All of them have been run like that.
Yeah, because
Perfect.
we have a better chance of just being able to go there, hang out, and grab food or whatever, and no one's gonna bother us.
My goal with this trip was to bring back the vibes that kind of got me into the culture. Because when I first got my Integra, it was like bone stock, of course, rotted.
Yeah.
But I would go to these shows and look at other people's builds. I'm like, damn, this is the potential. I'm like, look at all these sick cars. This is cool.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
cruising to and from the event hits different.
Oh,
You
yeah,
pull up with your
100%.
squad, you're like, oh yeah, we out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
That's what I wanted to.
I haven't had that
re-encapsulate.
feeling in forever.
You're
Like
gonna get
Yeah.
it tonight, dude.
just to hang out with
Yeah, you are
everybody.
going to have it tonight.
Yeah, that's why I brought. Dude,
Yeah.
I had to fucking.
Yeah.
My driveway is so steep. Like, and I made like a cheesy little video of me getting in it, and everyone's like, that driveway's not even that bad. And I'm like, it's in 0.5, and you're on the top of the hill.
Whatever. Just let him
Whatever.
talk.
But now
Right.
I was like, Mike's coming. Let me see if I could get this shit to crank today.
He was really trying to paint that shit before.
Really?
Yeah.
Whole paint job?
I texted him 2 days ago. Yo, Carl.
2 days ago.
Yeah, I go, yo, Carl, don't rush your fucking paint job
Yeah,
for
don't
this
rush
meet.
that.
He
I
goes,
wasn't-
I'm not. I'm like, okay.
I'm not, but the stars were falling really perfectly.
Yeah.
And if, dude, I
was-
wish I had a trailer at my house that I could just keep.
Yeah,
here.
that too, because he would
I
have
don't
to
have.
come get
I would
my
have
trailer.
to come
and-
here, but then I had a better idea, and I was going to go to Pennsylvania, get Ethan's trailer because he doesn't really care if I borrow it or not. I'll grab it, come back here, get my car, go to PA, paint it, bring it back, do this. It would have been
Yeah.
like and you know,
Yeah, but it's just like, it's too much. It's like,
The
because you really
paint-
want your car to look good.
the paint
you know?
showed up on last Thursday, and I was like, no way, this is gonna happen. then the weather started to warm up, and I was like,
Yeah, that's another
no
thing, bro.
way, this is gonna happen before the
Yo, the
meet.
weather warmed up for your
For
arrival.
you, they brought the Florida.
Perfect.
It's very weird. The doors have been open for either maybe yesterday and today only in the shop. Like
meant
they've
to
been,
be.
yeah. It's
February too is crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. Something's. But
It's
we're not
very
gonna,
weird.
We're
Yeah.
not going to talk.
We're not gonna talk about the
we're not
weather.
gonna talk about that. We live in this little bubble. I was trying to explain them the bubble where like it's our drifting bubble. So like outside of it, like climate change and all that, like we ain't worried about that. It's warm. It's sunny. We get to
Yeah.
work on what we're doing. We get to enjoy what we get to enjoy. Like that's our bubble.
yeah.
It's great.
I don't know, dude. It's exciting, and I'm more excited that you get to go to because you were just talking about like car meets and how they inspired you and everything, or you remember them.
Yeah.
This is the spot where we had the biggest car meets ever in New
Really?
Jersey.
But
I
then
would
people
say.
were getting stabbed and shit.
Oh yeah, they're crazy shit, dude.
That
Got out of
was the
hand.
decline, and that was like, oh fuck,
Dude,
I
like
guess that's not-
insane car meets at this lot. Like it fucking shit. It literally was like the Fast and Furious.
Do you
Straight
remember?
up.
You remember that brand Liberty Walk? It's like a really, really like the GTR.
Okay, yeah.
At that meet, I was like 17 years old, dude.
And one of those pulled
Or
up?
35 GTR pulls in Liberty Walk, or maybe 18.
Bro, there'd be like
what the hell?
rows of like Evos, fucking
Yeah.
GTRs. It's like, how many fucking people are here? They had undercover cops walking around. They had cops on the rooftops
No
of buildings.
way.
Yeah. And then one night a cop car almost got flipped. Like,
Hey, that's that guy, PrizzaMike, get him.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tonight. Yeah,
Dude,
it's a
because they-
sting op. It's a sting op.
it got so big that they were like, we can't do this. And it got so big they started bringing cops, and then the cops couldn't handle it. And then
Damn.
they were like, okay, we got to kick all these people out, and they couldn't kick everyone out because there's just too many people. Like, and then they started putting, what do you call it? The little sniffer cars in the beginning in the entrance, so they would check
No
you for
way.
cats, everything. They give you fucking tickets right when you came in.
what?
So that's why it kind of
Oh, I was
died
not
off.
there for that. Jeez,
That's
God,
fucked.
So it got crazy in like 2009, I think, and then it kind of died. The craziness died in like 2011 or 12 or something like that.
Fuck it, throw a banger this year.
Right? Like, and it was always on Thursday night.
Starbucks. It was
so
always Starbucks.
Wednesday is safe, we think.
You could
There
go
you
there,
go.
get a coffee. It was the only thing that was open.
Yeah. God,
Now we get to go hang out.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like I said, I'm glad you get to see the exact spot where we were, and you can't. I mean, I think you can kind of see New York City from there. Maybe the side
Yeah,
that
no,
we're gonna be
yes,
on.
you can. I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
We're trying to give you somewhat of an experience.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it,
It's
man.
like it's
I'm
like
excited.
And I would.
we
I
don't
would
have
like
a lot to offer, but we will try.
I would like to go down Route 3 to get there so he can see New York City
Bro,
and
pick
everything.
the smoothest fucking road, bro.
It's okay.
Sure, we'll
It's
go down
okay.
Route 3.
Because that's like my favorite road to go down because you can see the Empire State Building is my fucking favorite building ever. So you can
Oh, yeah.
you get like a picture perfect view of that building and you can see all New York City as well. And then you can really get the whole vibe. And it's like, that's my favorite part of living here, I would say, honestly. Because New York City to me is like mountains, like in Arizona.
I see.
It's like the same vibe to me. So
It was cool driving through here. Like seeing all the buildings and the bridges.
yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't notice how different that was from other places. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's not like that everywhere else.
I mean, when you get into like Chicago, like proper, there's old shit there.
Yeah.
But like it's always way more old shit over here. When you travel into the Midwest, even like, I mean, Michigan and stuff like that, shit just starts looking like, I don't know, the same over and over again.
Definitely.
And I'm like, I need like all the buildings to be different. You know what I mean? But that shit's happening all over the country. They keep knocking shit down and just building the same cookie cutter apartment buildings, you know?
I agree.
So you will see that shit too, but it's at least there's some more history and stuff.
If you grew up anywhere else, not the Midwest, you think you would have had the same experiences you did? I don't know.
That's hard to say, man.
right? Like, because the
Like with
weather,
cars and shit?
weather, the environment, you wouldn't have to be maybe outside or in the. You could have been in the warm,
The
or
struggle
under a
cultivates
carport,
the story.
right? It's like now your skin's got to be pretty thick.
Oh yeah.
Like you're ready.
Dude, I can't trust anyone that didn't grow up with snow.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry,
it's a
bro.
crazy statement, but it's
I'm
valid.
sorry, dude. I can't trust you. You never been through any hardship. I'm sorry. Like you never shovel snow, dude.
6 months
what?
of winter changes someone real quick.
Yeah, like that's kind of weird. There's like two different types of people.
Is it a harsh winter up there in Illinois right now?
It's bad enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean it gets cold.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same.
We've just
as
been
here.
in winter for 9 months, and I just can't really.
9 months.
Today,
That's crazy.
dude. When today my phone, I left it out, and I got a "your phone is hot" warning. You know? The
Oh,
temp.
yeah.
And I was
Whoa.
like, whoa, look at that. Look
My
at that.
shit's just been dying because it's cold. I'm like, what the fuck? These batteries are terrible. But what was I gonna say about fucking cold weather? I don't know. It's like it's just they grew up differently. You know what I mean? Like they had to go through some shit every year. Some bullshit. You know, and people in California are just fucking living the dream every day. Wake up, oh, another perfect day. Like
He's a little salty about the warmth, but it's okay.
it's like, bro, come on. Like,
It's okay. It's warm today, Frank.
don't get me wrong. I actually love California though.
I love California.
Yeah,
And for some reason, I still like the snow, like a little bit.
I love the
Like a little
snow.
bit.
I will say I love the snow, but you know, it's a love-hate relationship.
Definitely.
I love it when I'm snowboarding.
Yeah.
I like it
Snow
when
drifting.
Snow
Snow
drifting.
drifting
Yeah.
Pretty much when I'm doing anything fun, then it's fun.
Some good memories snow drifting.
Until you got to shovel a fucking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
But also potential to make money when you're younger too. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Shoveling
shovel everyone's
driveways. You ever
know what I
shovel
mean?
Oh,
driveway?
100%.
Yeah.
dude.
Like I said, dude, grew up broke.
Grinding.
Yeah.
That's what made me.
It's kind of a thing that like those people don't have in those climates. Like
But they probably have to like mow grass more, I guess.
not if they're in
Find something
fucking,
else.
dude, fucking Arizona, New Mexico, all this shit.
Oh yeah, right. What do they do?
They got no water. They got no nothing. Like it's crazy.
Somebody out there is gonna be like, "This motherfucker."
I hope they start talking shit. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
I love to
bring up
hear it.
cactuses
I
and
don't.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like in one of your videos, you said your mom is from around
Yeah.
here, right?
Born and raised in Jersey
Yeah.
City.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she got the accent and everything. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That because in that video, whichever video it was, when she spoke, I was like, "Wait a minute, I know that accent."
Wait a minute.
Yeah. She called
And
it
then-
Gloria a gangsta cop. No, a mobster cop.
Yeah, and then right after, I'm looking at the TV and I'm like, "Why does she sound?" And then you go, "For those of you who are curious, my mom is from Jersey or something like that." And I was like, "Got it."
Yep.
Ah,
That's funny.
There we
dude.
go.
There's a lot of accents around here. There's Staten Island, which has its own particular accent
Really?
too. All the Front Street guys are from there, so you might hear that sometimes. But and then New York City, I mean, Brooklyn has
I don't
almost somewhat of an
You
accent.
don't really have an accent. That's like I
Is
feel
it-
like we
think
all.
there's a Midwest accent.
Is there?
I know there's a Midwest accent. Not you can't hear it with everyone though. But when you say certain words, I don't know.
What word? I'm curious.
Yeah, I need
Water,
to-
water might be one.
Yeah, but you
Water?
say water.
I
like
say water really weird. You can't go off of me. But
Yeah.
Midwest, I know when they say it a little weird. And there's another word. I'm trying to remember it.
Water? No, I don't feel. There's not really.
I'm not gonna remember the word.
I'm just thinking of
Chicago.
Yeah,
That's a good
like
one.
there's
Yeah.
or I don't know. I'm thinking of that '70s show when like they have like the mom or whatever.
Yeah.
She would talk sort of with an accent.
It sounds a little Canadian.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
It has a little Yeah, it's the O. It's always with the O's. It's like a little bit, and it gets worse the further up you go. Like Michigan, it's going to be worse. Wisconsin, it's going to be worse. But lower, it starts getting a little better.
You looked up Midwestern accent. This is what AI gave
We
you?
all say
Don't you
ope.
know?
Do you guys say that?
Don't you know? We don't say that. No.
Wait,
We say ope like all the time. Like,
Oh no, that's not the thing.
really?
No.
like oop?
It's not like it's like when you're walking by someone, you're like, oop.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that kind of
Oh.
maybe became a thing around here. Maybe
No,
more
it
recently.
did not.
It's-
It did
yeah,
not,
I don't know.
Frankie. That's the Mandela effect. You're
Yeah.
making shit up
What
in
the
your
fuck
brain.
is schnookered?
I've never heard that one.
Okay, all right.
False.
You betcha. That's a Midwest thing. You betcha. That is a
That's an
Midwest
old
thing.
timer thing.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
real.
yeah.
That makes me think like I'm in Culver's and I'm getting a burger
Yes.
and I'm like, hey, would I be able to get an extra honey mustard? You betcha.
You betcha.
Don't
Yeah,
you know?
oh my
Don't you
God.
know?
I
feel
Don't
like-
you know? That's a thing. Yeah, I remember. I dated a girl from Michigan once, and her parent, when her mom would speak, I would go, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. There is an accent."
Took you a second?
Yeah, like little things. I'd hear it, and I'm like, "Whoa, we don't say things like that."
Which means, dude, Midwestern accent is
Wash. Yes.
erotic.
Wash was different.
Wash? What's that?
Yeah, like sometimes people who say wash put an R in there.
I've noticed that in St. Louis area. Wash.
Yeah. And I've noticed it sometimes with people here, not a lot, maybe like one person. And I was like,
Well,
what the fuck did you just say?
They were from the Midwest. They just came here.
It's weird. Sometimes people just pick things up and they're not even like from
Accents.
that area. But I remember they would look at me weird and I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't think I have an accent at all.
Sometimes I
But-
just feel oblivious in places where I should not be oblivious, and I'm like, oh, okay, I should have read this a little differently, and maybe I am kind of like out of
Yeah.
my element here.
have you noticed any particular accents on your entire journey this time? Or has everyone seemed pretty
Dude, Tennessee hits a little different.
Yeah.
Yo, you need to go there. That you light up when you
cracks
say
me
the
up.
word Tennessee, and like imagine if you lived there, like you get to just light up every day. Like I'm happy to be in Tennessee.
It's been funny trying to practice each accent for where we go.
Yeah.
We've been seeing signs like, oh, we're out to Yonkers. Just like messing around in the car.
Yeah. That's cool, man. The Southern accent's so crazy. It's like you're in the Midwest and all of a sudden you're in fucking Alabama and you're like, what happened? Everyone's just talking totally different.
But now I feel comforted right away.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
Southern hospitality is unmatched.
Love it.
Oh yeah,
Love
yeah,
it, love
for
it,
sure.
love it.
That's how we feel about. It might be the same for you, being from Chicago area or Illinois. Like,
Chicago suburbs.
okay, so yeah, when we leave our area, we feel like everyone is nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Do you feel that way or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
No.
they don't have that problem.
Yeah.
The whole Midwest is a different breed.
Yeah, when we leave New Jersey and we go anywhere that isn't like, I would say pretty much anywhere, honestly, that isn't the East Coast in Northeast, everyone seems to get nicer and more polite, and we're like, are you fucking with us? That always ends up happening.
I mean, bro, Mike just popped up in here.
Yeah,
And like we're all
And-
just hanging out.
Yeah, you guys are all awesome, obviously.
But I'm not saying Reese came in here like a couple weeks ago and we were immediately bashing on each other.
Yes,
Like,
yes. Okay,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a different I don't know.
Yeah, I think
It's just what makes it round. You know what I mean? Like it's so that everybody has a little bit of something
yeah, I think
all.
yeah, the East Coast tend to talk mad shit about each other for no fucking
for
reason.
no reason.
Yeah,
No reason.
and it's kind of
at
like
all.
a joke almost. It's not serious, but like we're always we bust balls way too much. I feel like around here, and then you go other places and they're like very polite and nice and welcoming, and like even going to Chicago with Proceed, all the Proceed guys are always so nice to us. I'm like, obviously I trust those guys, but usually if I didn't know them, I'd be like, yo, these guys are fucking with us. Like,
No, they're a good group
scheming.
of guys. They're OGs.
Yeah, like those guys are awesome, dude. We love traveling.
I can't wait for you to. After hearing some of the, now I'm like, okay, I gotta keep tabs on Mike because I want to see this shit happen.
Yeah.
Like if you got a space, oh, dude, it would be things would be so much everything in one. Doesn't that sound great?
It's all I've ever wanted. I've
Yeah.
never had a place where I can call home. Ever.
Sounds like you almost don't even want that though.
In a way, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a trick. Whoa.
I'm at home right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The road
Everywhere's
is
your
my
own.
home.
Literally.
The road will provide.
Dude,
Literally.
Somebody needs to give you like a rig, like something you could actually live in.
And work out of.
Yeah.
That shit
Mobile
would be
welder
gnarly.
on it.
That's step 2. First he's got to find his home base.
I do need a home base.
Yeah.
It's
To
gotta
put the
happen.
stuff. Yeah.
And then he'll get like the fucking trailer with everything. That shit would be sick.
Dude, just working inside would be so nice some days.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
Imagine a lift.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. That was the first thing that we got that we were like, this is next level shit. Yeah.
I've only had 3 jack stands for like the past 2.5 years.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You don't got it. I might have an extra one somewhere. Let's
funny.
make it 4, dude.
Yeah.
One of them got bent, so I threw it away because I knew I'd use it.
That other one, maybe just no.
I get that.
That one's like maybe not as good either.
Carl would mark it and be like,
Yeah. Watch
this
out.
one's the bad one.
Watch out.
Only
So-
use in case of emergency.
Yeah, yeah. That one will go on the rear only. Like that.
funny.
That's what that's for. Like, oh, that it's nice when you can work in a way that other people can relate. Like painting is a pretty easy example because there's YouTube painters who have a booth literally at their house, a beautiful booth. And then you got another guy who's more like me, who's maybe painting in a tent or painting outside or painting in their garage. And then they get a sick result. And that guy giving you guy or girl giving you tips, that's the guy I watch.
You relate a little bit more.
Yeah. Because then I'm like, oh, if they could do it, shit, I could do it.
Hell yeah.
Like,
It's like
that's-
Andrew with the Z.
dude, wait, Andrew with the Z, which,
He painted the green Z.
right,
Out of his garage.
Wait, that's,
And the day of the Final Bout pre-meet was the day we assembled the car and drove it straight there.
Damn.
but
One-
that guy works out of is that person's own business as well? Like they paint
Yeah.
cars on the side?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know this person.
Their setup is a lot nicer than mine. They got
Shout
like
out Bronk.
yeah, they got a,
Bronk.
is
Yeah.
it Bronk.ph?
Yep.
I follow him
Yeah,
too.
good
Oh my
man.
gosh. Yo, his fiberglass work is amazing.
He is fiberglass god.
like, I don't know how he,
he does all the proceed kits and everything.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
the repair work and
Yeah.
everything? Yeah. You always got to have that one fiberglass guy. That's just like a
Andrew's
king.
the plug.
I heard he's just booked now. Like a lot of,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Good for him, man. I hope one day I get to meet him too. Yeah,
here's his
Bronk.
page.
That's his R32 Model
Damn.
6s, 1J.
I usually don't like R32s.
I think it's
but that thing
Tan
looks
Boys,
good.
right?
Tan Boys, yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that's my hood I gave him. Shout out Jeff, the former police officer that gave me this hood.
What
Oh,
the
really?
hell?
And it was faded. It was like OG from like 20 years ago, he said.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Andrew
cool.
restored it and we put some like flames on it.
I know with that red car, he hit a fucking little parking meter pole.
Yeah.
Is
Nico.
that Nico?
Yeah, it's Nico.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was his car.
I think you and Nico are friends. Like,
Oh, yeah. We RC together.
Yeah. Every time we see him,
Our
at Final
circles
Bout-
are a lot closer than you think.
Oh, yeah,
Randy.
definitely.
Like,
yeah. It's crazy, man. After Final Bout, everyone just knows everyone now. Like we all know everyone from the Midwest, and they all know us, which is great.
it's sick.
Yeah.
That's the bubble, dude. I'm telling
bubble's
you.
Back to the
growing.
bubble.
We're lucky to have it.
Yeah.
We really are.
That's
Like,
cool. It's like now it used to be like you go out there and you don't really know anyone. You're going out to like meet 2 people. And now it's like after Final Bout, it's like you're going out there and you're going to have a good time because you already know everyone. It's like the community.
Well, not know everybody, but you just know you'll know.
You know a
you'll
lot of
find
people,
or
though.
meet someone.
Yeah.
And,
Like, in the
that's-
culture, in
yeah.
the red spot.
I
That's
feel like
the
the
best.
drifting community was a little bit more isolated before Final Bout. And now it's like, I mean, after Final Bout 1 and 2, it was like, dude, everyone is like, I mean, Instagram too, obviously, but everyone's a little bit more connected now. I
Dude,
feel
we're
like.
waiting on
Definitely.
you, Unc. Hurry up.
I mean, I've been there already.
No, we're just like, join the fun, dude. 2025, I don't know what it is. Maybe people aren't pushing as hard to just drive, but
I think 2025 is
it's about having fun this year. I feel like
Yeah.
I want to have some freaking fun, dude. I'm
Yeah.
tired of like just making it all about being serious and shit. Like I just want to have some fun.
I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah.
to hear that because That was competition car last year, and that was tiring.
No, I'm gonna do that again this year. But I'm gonna find some fun
damn it.
inside of there. I want to just make the driving good. I still like to drive. I driving.
I always tell him, I'm like, Carl, if I ever fix my car and we go to final bout, I'm spinning on the last lap, like the fucking qualifying one.
Such a piece of
I'm ripping my e-brake, and I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna go as I'm spinning around.
I'm gonna just let go of the wheel. Like, what the hell?
I mean, competition shit is fun, but it's just like you said. This year feels like it's gonna be more of a
More fun, more fun, more hanging out. I'm really happy about the car meet. Like, we'll just go hang out.
How much longer are you gonna do this? Like the traveling?
This is technically the last stop, but if Tommy F. Yeah will sell me his RB25 Neo, we're gonna swap the engine tomorrow.
Yo, that's sick. That would be cool.
Yeah.
If he sells it to me though, he's like, I don't want to sell it. I know this engine, it's good. He's being like us, It's
Yeah.
He's connected to
He's
it.
got a project that he's like,
Yeah, we got to get up to his shop too, because that shit looks crazy up there.
We were there yesterday.
Yeah.
That's how I was like, come on, sell me this engine. Bro.
Yeah. I mean, that would be an amazing.
You got to hit him with the follow up.
He's like, we can do it in a day. I'm like, okay, got the cash ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, that would be an amazing video too.
Imagine ending the trip like that. Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And not for nothing. Let's say you do end the trip. You're kind of like straight shotting it home. Good break in, good little. Oh, this needs a little bit of attention. We're gonna do it now. Like,
yeah, and that's another thing. It's like you said, this is your last stop. It's like, yeah, I mean, what the fuck else is there between here and Chicago? And that's the trip we got to do every fucking final bout.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it is pretty empty.
Pennsylvania takes a while.
Oh,
dude. And then you get hit Ohio, and you're like, oh, it's fucking 2/3 of just as bad. Like,
but it's flatter, and now your foot. I know it's so minuscule, but your foot is not.
Wait, what do you?
You're not
this?
pressing and going off, pressing, going off, because Pennsylvania's all these hills.
Yeah.
Bro, Ohio.
Once he said foot, I was like, where are we going?
In Ohio, your foot is just staying this.
Yeah, it's flat.
And
Yeah.
you're just all of a sudden at the end of it.
I know PA is too long, but those hills and mountains, that's the only thing that makes it somewhat bearable, because you're like, this is kind of nice,
breaks it up.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's when I'm like, damn, this transmission is gonna explode.
Yeah. I agree with that.
No.
Yeah.
Like the Koya is just
When you're trailering, it's always like, okay, we made it through Pennsylvania. We're
and there's
good.
always construction.
Yes.
So towing right there. Oh yeah, that's bad.
When they were doing construction on the way to US Air from Chicago.
Oh, that's brutal.
You remember that shit?
Yeah.
What was that shit? Oh my God.
Always something, man.
Dude, it's like down to one lane. It's like, bro, we are in the middle of nowhere. Make it work. Like, come on. Like, no offense.
Imagine how that one lane probably looked though during Final Bout weekend. It was just all
sick cars.
all sick cars, just all overheating. Like,
Yeah.
It's always hot on Final Bout.
yo,
Always.
but even just talking about the heat,
Last year was so
I
good.
miss the heat, dude. Oh my God,
Sun feels good.
sun feels so good.
I like the cold.
No,
But you want to go to Arizona?
yeah, but you want to go to
I know,
Arizona.
that's why.
Okay.
No,
This
that's
whole
why. That's why I don't live there.
Has been Frankie flip flopping from side to side, and I'm over it. I'm like,
I
what
love-
one you like?
I love the visuals. I
Okay,
love the
okay.
environment, but the temperature is just.
You know they have rust out there for art?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I used to have a friend
like a
that.
patina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll hang that up in their like living room, like rust.
I have a friend that worked as a mechanic here, and then he moved there to work as a mechanic. And he's like he's like taking out his like torch and shit, and people are like, "What do you use that for?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, like WD-40. What the fuck is that? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
They don't even understand what that shit means because
Everything breaks free.
completely like no problem ever.
That's the how-to videos online.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, it's like, yeah, you
And
just,
that's real life shit. Like they literally were like, "What are you doing? Like, what is that?" And it's like, "Well, if you got to break something free," and they're like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "What?"
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Bolts come loose there.
Yeah, it's like
those
holy
are the
shit.
how-to videos where they show the inside of the car, and you're like, oh yeah, that'll be so easy. And then you go to your own car, and it is
Yep.
absolutely just brown and orange. And
That
you're
brings
like,
us back to our
damn.
original thing. They don't fucking deal with anything out there in those places,
No.
bro. They like
Not at all.
Snow adds a whole nother fucking level. And do you guys salt your roads over there?
Oh, big time.
Yeah, so,
Big time.
fucking terrible.
And like they'll salt it, and then there's no snow for like weeks. You're
Yep.
like, why?
Why are we doing this? Yeah. And it's like, well, gotta be
safe.
Yep, gotta make sure.
Is that the mid? That's you guys' take on a Midwest?
A Midwest old guy? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like an old timer. Don't you know we got assault?
Don't you know?
It washes away the snow.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
We got some questions.
Do we have questions?
Did we do?
Oh, cool.
We do these things where like we have a question prompt, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to keep everyone waiting because we do have people outside hanging out.
No worries.
So let's see what we got here.
I also want to see what this RC drifting. I want to see somebody do some.
Yeah, I do want to see that for a second
dude,
before we leave.
you would love that. I think
You can get them hooked.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
All it takes is one time. Once it clicks, you're like, I need this.
Because then you can make. Oh, imagine you could make your own little car
Exactly.
that looks exactly like that, Frankie.
Exactly.
That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
I would make your car and flip that shit.
No, fuck you. I'll paint the bodies too. I got the paint.
I want your car primered.
Nah,
Okay, this is gonna be a while. All right.
there's a lot.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. So what I do when I do these is I pretty much just I pick a few because some of these are, first of all, if they're people that listen to our podcast all the time, they're gonna be fucking ridiculous.
No, sometimes they're ridiculous. Dude, what did Chris ask? Like, if you were to fist fight an animal, what animal?
What would be the
What's the biggest?
what's the biggest? Yeah, what's the biggest animal you think you could take down in a fight?
That's an interesting question.
Very interesting
I
question.
said, what did I say?
Just fist fight, though?
female deer.
Like no
A
material.
female deer. Yeah, that's what.
Female deer is actually a really
doe.
good answer.
That's a good answer.
Or
Yeah.
not a doe, but yeah, a deer. That's pretty big, and it's also pretty weak. So
First question: how much money do you make a year? Okay, so we're moving on from that.
$10.
11.
First drifting video you saw. This might be a good question. So I figured.
First drifting video.
Yeah, at least that you can remember.
I mean, it's Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
You know,
like, does
yeah.
that count?
Does that even count?
Yeah,
Good, but that's a pretty good answer.
That
I'm
is
not gonna lie.
that is literally. I mean, me too. I'm the same. I'm in the same boat. But other people that I grew up with are not in that boat. They seen videos on fucking YouTube and shit before that was a thing.
The
So,
first thing I knew, like discovered what drifting was definitely Need for Speed Underground.
yeah,
Because there's
yeah.
you know there's
Oh,
circuit,
yeah.
sprint,
Drift,
drag,
yeah.
and drift.
You're right.
If you got some friends over your house and you're trying to just yell at the TVs, put it on drag and put them on the same cars, and it's a good time.
I'm trying to
That's
get
so
Need for
true.
Speed in here because that was one of my favorite games.
We have D1 GP.
Ooh, what?
So
the
fun.
PlayStation game?
Yeah,
I think we might have that
it's
too.
so fun.
I don't know if we do.
It's
first
so
of all,
hard
you
to
have
drive,
an Xbox.
but
Yeah.
you like can tandem battle and your bumpers fall off, and there's like
That's
the
cool.
little guys in the bottom corner yelling at
Oh
you.
yeah,
Like,
that's cool. Damn,
that
games were fun.
was an underrated game, and now I'm gonna have to go home and play that.
One question was, when is Prizza coming to Cali? But you went there already, man.
I already been there.
Been
I'll
there,
come back
done
though.
that.
Yeah.
When will the Teggy be back up on the road?
As soon as I get back, we'll look into it.
Okay.
The trains blew up right before we left.
This is one of your boys outside. Unlock the car so we can get the RC cars. that's why Malcolm needed your keys.
That's actually hilarious.
And then another one. There was another one. Okay. He's like, ask him about the car. What do you think of the Australian cars or the Australian car scene, if you know anything about that, I guess?
Guess I don't really know too much. I know they're big on RBs and like straight sixes. So
Yeah, right.
That's pretty sick.
And
Barra.
they got all those cars, like, and we didn't get none of them. Like, they got Skylines and S15s
Oh, yeah.
and all that shit. So, yeah, that's like nothing to them now.
I think importing from Japan too was a lot more feasible.
Yeah.
for
way
them.
closer.
Like
and
it's
the
literally-
import laws too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I watched Mighty Car Mods a lot growing up, and they were always importing shit. So I was like, oh,
yeah.
dang,
They've
like,
been in the game.
Yeah, like I wonder how they're doing now. But
This is Ken Fuji, one of our friends. Do you regret rebuilding? It says rebuilding v chassis swapping. Okay. Do you regret
versus?
rebuilding versus chassis swapping the 240SX?
No regrets. I'd do
Yeah.
the same thing again.
Yeah, I don't think you have any regrets.
doesn't seem like
Keep
it.
the story alive.
Yeah. One guy just said, "Oh, it's fucking Nico. Boogie out."
That's our drift team.
Okay.
Keep it fun.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about that too, but I was like, I don't know if you have a drift team or something, but I guess you
Not
guys have-
officially.
Okay.
That's our RC drift team.
Okay. Okay. I get
Dude,
it.
but imagine it makes it from like a scale to like.
Okay, Nico posted a video where it's me and him doing a line at US Air and then us doing a line in RC, like side by side. It's the same line,
That's so
same
crazy.
transition. Same lead follow.
That's cool.
Do you think that helps? Because you know how people sim, people play. Frankie learned drifting from Forza Motorsport 4.
Pretty much.
So, like, do you think with that, there is some sort of...
Oh, 100%.
You think so?
Because you have to position your car right. Know if you want to do low angle to speed up, wide angle, also big entries. You do like backies, and you have to set up your suspension differently to drive differently. So you kind of learn the dynamic there, and plus where you put the components on the chassis for the weight.
Oh, right.
Alignment.
I didn't even think about the fact that
like it's a sim. You kind of just hit go, and I'm sure you can adjust all that still.
That's
but
true. There's a physical
you
aspect.
get the physical aspect to it.
that's what's missing on the sim. So you're there looking at it, and it's tangible.
Sim has its own perks over RC, of course, but
Yeah.
I like something physical personally. Hey, that's Boogie Out.
Damn.
Look at the banner on the glass. The Boogie Out banner. Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah. I mean, dude,
We helped build this track in Wisconsin.
I was going to
That's my
say,
Supra
whose
in the back.
track is this? Like, where
This is my
this?
brother's basement right here.
What the fuck? This is pretty legit.
That's Nico. He's entry god.
Oh, yeah. Dipset?
That's my boy Tim.
Fuck with that name. That's sick.
Dipset, he's the one that makes our bodies.
Okay.
He made that S13.
Dude, I love the mixed matched. Fuck, I love the origin gray fenders. With the
Yeah,
fucking-
why are
yeah.
they in primer?
I love it.
But like, wait, makes the bodies out of what?
They come clear, and you have to like cut it out, paint it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty difficult to make a body look good for your first time.
So I'm seeing a lot of questions on here that involve a Fiero.
Really?
Do you have a Fiero?
What the fuck?
I do.
Okay.
Kind of interesting because, you wouldn't expect me to have a Fiero.
Yeah.
But that was a project that my friend Dan started. He's from the Midwest. He lived down the street from me. And he ended up having to move and couldn't take the project car with him.
Okay.
So I ended up, shout out to my brother. It's just sitting at his house. But Dan is the reason, part of the reason, I'd say at least 1/3 of why I have this grit of like, get out there and grind and get it done. Because we would just pull up to Dan's house and just tinker around with the cars, and he would teach us the basics. He taught me how to do an oil change, basically.
Oh, wow.
We'll put it at that.
Okay.
And then brakes.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was like fabbing exhaust or making this exhaust from this car fit this car. And
He's responsible for your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is,
honestly.
Dan
Dan's a
ruined your
legend.
whole life.
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
So
not ruined, but
he was going to just junk the car. I'm like, no way. We were mid B18 swap.
Yeah, that's what I see here. B series.
Yeah.
Damn.
of the Fiero.
Yeah. So it's nothing crazy, but garage junkyard build.
Yeah. And you guys kind of just put a pause on that for now. Like, yeah.
We've already converted the rear to fit a drivetrain. There's a drivetrain in it right now. It's actually my blown B20 out of my sedan,
Okay.
but it's fitted as a DC2 subframe. Somehow we made that fit.
Yeah, I'm
DC2
trying to.
shock towers too. Actually, it's been a while. I'm trying to think about it.
Damn, I
If
think you
you
guys
were-
got to work on that thing. That thing sounds like it's going to blow up the fucking internet.
And-
It's done.
That I think is gonna work really nice because if the AW11 MR2 is literally just a Corolla chassis that they've not the Corollas we like, but like an FX
Yeah. And they just put that in the
literally
back.
flipped. So
it's
you
an
guys are
Integra.
kind of on,
Oh yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah,
might
that's
be
pretty cool.
that might be kind of sick actually.
Someone also said, like, if you could own any American car or muscle car, what would it be besides a Fiero?
A lot of Fiero talk.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know, man. I love classic American cars.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, I've never owned one, but
Yeah.
the body lines are crazy. Imagine the stamping on the quarters. Like when they come out like 6 inches and they go back in. Like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy to me. That's cool.
Yeah.
All metal.
all metal, like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about those cars, but yeah, sometimes I see one and I'm like, damn.
I
Like,
see them in junkyards. When I'm exploring, I'm like, damn, these body lines go crazy.
yeah, yeah. From the
There-
50s and stuff.
There was a raffle recently where this guy, I don't know where he's from, Northeast somewhere, Kyle Reedy. He was like,
Oh, yeah, you told
he was
me.
raffling off this 50s Ford. And I wanted it so badly because I didn't know anything about it. Like, I don't know anything about I don't have any business being in a 50s Ford. but it would be sick. And I could see the potential.
Right? Potential.
Like, oh, I could drive this to the grocery store and everyone will be pissed at me.
What are those two-door pickups? Like those Caminos?
That's sick.
That's ideal.
Yo, that would fit your lifestyle pretty fucking.
I've had my eyes looking for them, but they're always
What would
rotted.
you put in it? What would you put in it?
There's the answer right there.
Dude, a 2J would be sick.
Yeah. Because then you got a little bit of torque.
Now
and you
everyone
can
would be
drift
mad.
it.
You could drift it. You could put stuff in the bed.
Sound good.
Yeah, that'd be good. Ooh.
Favorite?
There was one for $1,300 around me. Yeah.
I got a question. Your favorite skate video or game and favorite band from the mid 2000s? That's why I'm asking you this question. I want to hear this answer.
Mid 2000s. Does everything have to be mid 2000s?
No, the skate video can be whatever. I think.
Man, skate video. That's
Or
a hard
game.
one to choose just one. Because I feel like I relate more to Baker style stuff, but my friends and I would always watch Pretty Sweet after a skate session and just fall asleep to it.
I've only seen like a handful of these. You've probably seen more skate videos than me, I feel like.
Pretty Sweet is which?
That's Girl in Chocolate. That's when they first started doing like 4K 120 frame videos.
Okay.
It's like super HD.
You brought out the fucking, what is it, Fallen shoes?
They got Fallen.
Dude,
Tommy
that
Sandoval.
shit's crazy. That's like some throwback. What is this? Oh, this is it?
Oh, this is Pretty Sweet.
Oh, Eddie's playing it for us.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, skate videos always fuck
Holy,
me up.
it's
They're so
fucking
sick.
It's like an art film how
Dude,
they
look
made
at
this
the
one.
Yeah.
look at the group of friends on the ground that are just like, what the actual fuck?
No, this is a classic video.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time that went into this. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
But Baker's more like, they go for an organic feel of like what's going on, B-roll style.
Yeah, this is more like edited and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So two different styles. That's why I can't pick just one. Because I try and combine both of those styles into my content.
I need to watch that video because that.
Dude, skate videos are the best inspiration for anything.
I
Yes.
watched skate
Like-
videos, but I never.
Yeah.
I couldn't name one.
I don't
off.
watch enough of them, yeah.
And that one looks like it carries like, I don't know, that vibe that you're mentioning is one that I like too.
Oh,
I could
yeah.
probably just watch that.
100%.
And what kind of music? Mid 2000s.
Like one band?
Yeah, it says one band.
One
It says
singular
favorite band, but you can do top 3 if you want or something.
I don't know the timelines of these bands.
I don't know either.
Right.
The fact that they're even asking him, like, are you a music connoisseur?
They must want to know, yeah.
I do listen to music.
Well, that's a good sign.
I listen to noises and I'm like, oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Census Fail comes to mind.
Yo, what the fuck? Dude, that was the best answer you could have ever said in this room right now,
Really?
man. Yeah, that's New Jersey. That's literally from...
Oh, they're from Jersey?
Yeah, Bergen County, bro. That's
didn't know that.
Literally from my town. Like,
That's
100%.
sick.
Yeah.
Wow, luck of the draw.
Dude,
This
that's
guy
crazy,
I've never
dude.
seen Greg. He's so
I
excited
love you right
in
now,
my
man.
life.
That's awesome, dude. That made me so happy. And that's not planned. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, Census Fail is like
The album with the when he has his hand on the mirror,
still oh no, Let It Unfold You. Yeah.
Let It Unfold.
Yeah.
On repeat.
Yep. 100%.
I remember learning switch blunt stalls at the skate park, and I would do those all week long, listening to that album on repeat in my headphones.
Dude, that's
So whenever I see that, I think of doing switch blunts.
yeah. That album is fucking amazing, bro. So when we did one of our final bout trips, me, AJ, and someone, we just blasted this album the whole way through, saying every fucking lyric for like fucking Ohio or some shit.
Banger album.
Yeah. That one and Still Searching, the one
Yep.
after that. Yeah. Those are amazing. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Maybe
like
we can
when
time
Frankie
out a
gets
concert
excited.
when you come here next. That would be sick.
They still doing shows?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'm down.
awesome. Next question, favorite Fast and Furious scene. I like this question.
Scene.
This question's great.
I feel like I need to ponder.
You can ponder on that a little bit if you want.
I'll
go-
Honestly, dude, it's so like not really like the greatest scene, but when Mia drives Paul in
I already
the,
know what you're
in
going
the
to say.
Integra.
Yes.
And she does like a.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That is one of the best scenes.
Okay, that's
It's so short,
Yep.
but that was so essential to like their dynamic.
Yeah. If they didn't put that in there, that would have fucked the whole movie. You would have been like, they even know each
You
other.
know what I like?
It had a Zeal kit, JDM front. That was hot back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Yeah.
The full
Oh, yeah.
fenders, everything,
Rare.
but the scramble from Too Fast Too Furious, and because
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's because I'm looking at every car that isn't the main character.
Oh yeah, you have to pause it. and be
Yeah,
like,
I'm
what
like,
do we see?
look at all, because those are all. You know who those people are? us.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we need
Speaking
a
of
car
that,
scene.
I met some of those people at meets. They're like, bro, this was a scramble car. I'm like,
Really?
No way.
What?
Damn.
And they'd pull up the screenshot and like show their car. I'm like, dude, that's sick.
Yes.
That's
And
awesome.
to anybody else, like, oh, you guys are fucking
Oh,
nerds.
because that was shot in
Hell
Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
And like that scene, there was like hundreds of cars.
Yeah.
All of them tricked out.
Yeah.
That was like a word for like, that's a tricked out car.
Oh, yeah, back then.
Like
That's cool, man.
That scene is all cars that were built by people then.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of them were Hondas too, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
into Hondas back then.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And there was like Del Sols in
There's
there.
Supras, too.
So many, tons of Supras.
Crazy.
That's a good scene.
SUV builds, like
You want to know my favorite scene?
crazy.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that? What is it?
The first one, when they go back to the party, and
The beer bottle one?
Yeah, what he wipes it or whatever.
No. I
already know what it is.
It was it Vince? Was I think it was
Oh!
Vince. And he goes, you brought the Buster back. He goes, the Buster kept me out of handcuffs. That's not the line though. The line is, and he goes, what did he say? He said like,
There was a time when I didn't know you.
there was a time when
the
I didn't
third
know
grade.
you. He said that was in the 3rd grade. That was the best line. I'm sorry. He's like, Vince, there was a time I didn't know you. That was in the 3rd grade.
What about in that same scene when he goes, can't detail a car with the hood on.
Yeah.
With the cover
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
even get that right. I'm
Can't
like,
even
oh
get
my
that right.
God.
That whole party scene was like, that was the funniest moment from that fucking movie. I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, cha cha cha. Oh, you could take me there.
Ooh, that shit was crazy.
I remember being a kid like, golly, like, what did she just say?
I will always love that movie. I don't care what anyone says.
I agree.
That movie is amazing.
It's classic.
And there's a
Yeah.
weird, now that I'm going to point this out, maybe somebody else can, but when they drink Snapple in that movie, I can almost taste that glass bottle
That means they
Snapple.
paid for it because that's usually how.
No, you just know the bottle of a Snapple. She's
Oh,
like, you want
okay.
to go
Oh,
the
I'm
drink
just
glass
saying.
one in
the
particular.
glass bottle Snapples used to just hit.
Oh yeah, I remember
Like a
those.
kiwi strawberry one? Fuck. I could taste the plaque on my teeth, bro.
Damn, is that bad?
Yeah.
3 car YouTubers you would like to meet.
Jimmy Oaks,
I thought you met him.
DJ No Way,
Wait, these are all your friends?
and Adam LZ.
Hell yeah.
I think you met all them.
I didn't meet Adam.
You didn't meet Adam?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was
thought you-
Valentine's Day when we went.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
fair.
Oh, yeah.
but you knew Jimmy already, right? You didn't meet him on this trip.
No.
Okay.
I already met him.
You
yeah.
already knew him. Okay. Yeah. And then who was the other one?
DJ No Way.
So that's the one I don't know.
He's here.
He's here,
Which
like
one
literally
is-
right here.
Yeah, he came with us.
Oh shit.
What the?
Whoops.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't ask
He's friends
anybody
with Jimmy.
names.
They
Oh,
have shops like across the street.
Okay, never mind. I think I do because I recognize 1 or 2 people
Yeah.
there.
And Ants with them too.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what it is then. Because I was gonna ask you later, be like, why do I recognize someone? But now it's
Yeah.
making sense.
You good, you good.
And the shop by Jimmy, that shop was sick when I went there.
Dude, it's crazy.
Like they got a lot of like really cool OEM type shit in there too, right? And does he sell parts or?
I don't think he sells parts.
doesn't? Okay.
He's hoarders like us.
Okay, that makes sense. That checks out.
These hoarders like
Yeah.
us. You saw the bag room, dude.
I like this question: form versus function. Which do you value more and why?
Definitely. I got
You were
one.
about to say form.
Form.
You were about to say form right off the rip.
Yeah, we're good.
It's got to be a balance though. You can't just pick one.
I'm
that-
picking form.
Right? It's
Yeah.
got to look good.
Yeah, it's got to look good.
But it has to function, dude. It has to work.
But you can make it work if it looks good.
That's where.
It won't be ideal, but you
That's
can
where
make it
people
work.
fall off. They're like, I don't know if I want to make this work. Done.
How do you feel about S14s or 15s?
I love all S chassis.
All right, that answers that. Will you ever make a skate film?
Yes, I've always wanted to do that.
Dude, you've been skating for mad long.
I actually have a skate part out, but
Oh,
it
really?
was from probably like 7 years ago.
Okay.
I might be too old now.
No. No.
No,
Dude,
I
I
don't
was
think you're
jumping
right.
down 11 stairs.
Okay, we're maybe a little older
My
now
knees,
for that.
you know,
yeah.
My ankle just hurt when you said that
Yeah,
shit.
dude, I'm just picturing my knee. Like
I think it's called copacetic. And the channel on YouTube is called Sync Skateboarding. SYNK.
Does it have the song by Knuckle Up called Cobus?
No, actually, it has a Census Fail song on my part.
That's sick.
no way. No way
God.
fucking.
Yo, you got to move to
Hard
Jersey,
flip.
man.
No way Eddie fucking.
Dude, this was right before I went to work at Five Guys. This is right before my shift. I skated to work on that board.
That's amazing. Look at the
Is that a bird?
Yeah.
Did it just land on you?
Some random dude brought it.
Okay.
It's a parakeet in the middle of the skate park. Hell yeah.
Studded belt.
Hell yeah.
Damn, 2014.
Damn, you really did listen to Census Fail. What year was it? 2014? Yeah, 14. Damn, studded belt in 14 was even kind of. That was like the
That was the
last
tail
year
end.
you could really do that before
Right.
people were like, "What are you wearing?"
I'm not gonna hold you. I still got a studded
we
belt
got- oh,
down.
trust me, those belts are there.
I busted it out a few
Yeah.
times, and then somebody has to go, "Are you wearing a studded belt right now?" And I'm like,
Yo,
yeah.
we have this thing called emo night over here, where it's just a DJ set.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Bro, you have no idea, man. This shit is sick. It started in Brooklyn, but now they do them all over.
Really?
Yeah, and it's awesome. You would just move to Jersey and you'll figure it
It
out.
sounds pretty cool out here.
Yeah.
He's
It's
shaking his
expensive,
head.
Mike. It's expensive. I want to get out. I'm trying to get out.
What motivates you when you aren't in the mood to film / work on cars?
It's probably not so much motivation as it comes down to discipline. It's like, this needs to happen. We're going to do it.
I like that.
That is
That was a perfect
that
answer.
is you two over there.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here like, I can have a day.
Because if you don't feel like it, it's not going to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You kind of have to just do it. Like this is the life you chose. This is what you're doing. Like yeah, you can have some down days but
Right.
it's like we got to get it done. So
It's got to happen.
yeah. Is there a secret meaning behind the 666 license plate?
There's 4 6s,
Oh, okay.
but no, I actually wanted 9s. Yeah, to be real with you. But my friend YB, he came with us. He gave me that plate right before we left.
Okay.
9's my favorite number.
There's so many in here. I'm sorry. I'm
That
trying
was my
to.
basketball number. I don't know why that 9 is the
Correlation's
also-
crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
This is
Why
a,
is there a connection there?
This is a question that's perfect for this podcast. So, what is considered overbuilding a car, drift car, versus what you think is necessary? Like, what would you think overbuilding a car for drifting would be?
I can go a lot of directions. I think it depends on where you personally are in your drifting career. Like if you are just getting into drifting and you're wanting to go out and do it, overbuilding to me would mean you're putting angle kit on right away, you're installing an e-brake. You know, you're doing these things
Like
that
one
you
of
don't
these.
really need
Yeah.
to actually go out and do the drift.
That's what I always think when I hear a question like this. I'm like, okay, probably a new drifter.
Right.
Like,
Just go out and drive what you got.
Yeah, that's our mentality usually.
Dude, that wasn't just a mentality. It was like I literally didn't have a choice.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice either.
Like I'm gonna drive this or
But
I'm
now
not gonna drive
every-
anything.
Yeah.
Everything's so like accessible now, and people like you doing YouTube videos, like people have more information. Like so they're
Definitely.
like, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, and it's like I feel like people get too overwhelmed with shit, and then like there's just so many options now. It's like, oh, I gotta get GK Tech everything. It's like
I don't
chill
think
out.
people are
Right.
trying to figure things out anymore. That's why I like watching Mike's channel.
Yeah,
Because you're not giving us like a how to rebuild a Gloria. It's like, here, rebuild this Gloria with me.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Here we go.
Like I'm at the store. This drill bit says it drills out spot welds pretty good. So, like, really,
someone's basically he asked, what's the furthest you've brought a car back to life, like the 180? Would you say that was the one?
Probably Gloria, if you think about it. That one's like kind of done.
Okay,
If that's what he means by furthest point.
like
the
Or
the-
furthest damage
Yes,
is definitely
yes.
the
the
S13.
The
most
S13,
far
right.
gone.
Okay.
Definitely that one.
That
Okay.
thing was in half, dude.
Yeah.
The Gloria, it looks like they drove it around and moved. Jesus.
I think
wait.
in this spread, there's a picture of it just frame rails.
That's so sick.
Oh yeah, where the top of it was gone.
Yeah.
If it's on here, it would look pretty. Yeah. I don't
no,
even know.
there's more off
Whoa.
than that. Maybe I didn't put it in this spread,
Haha.
but
Hey,
yeah.
car drifted though.
Let me read you the
just
actual.
nuts
Let me read you the actual question. Maybe I'm wording it wrong.
Okay.
We've seen it with the 240, but what's the farthest gone you'd bring back to life one of your cars? Okay, so if it could get worse than that, do you think it could get worse than
No,
that?
I don't think it can get
Okay,
worse.
yeah.
There's only like less than 20% original left on that
That's
car.
fucking crazy.
The door on the opposite side and the quarter panel.
That
half the
video
trunk
where it
skin.
was apart like that and it was frame, whatever.
Yeah.
It just looked like it was never gonna happen anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you take a car apart and you turn around and look at it, you're like, oh shit. Like, I gotta put this back together now.
Like mine right now.
That was probably the most overwhelming sight to see every time you came home.
It was only overwhelming because it was on a deadline. I only had a certain amount of time to rebuild the car in my friend's garage. So it's like, I have to get this done because this is the last day I can be here.
Like you needed any more pressure.
Even the Gloria was pressured. I had to get out by Thanksgiving Day for that one. And so it left me with less than 2 months to rebuild it.
God damn it, Mike. You need your own
I
place.
work well
Dude, you
under pressure, though.
You need your own place.
I feel like I got that
well
from
under-
skate contests, though, because I did a lot of skate contests growing up, and I'd win a lot of them. I would
Okay.
practice my lines and practice my tricks and just get dialed in. So, like, pressure makes me, like, work harder in a way.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's definitely a skill that some people have.
Yeah,
and then
the
other
lock
people
in.
definitely
The
don't have.
lock in,
The
that's
lock
tunnel
in,
vision.
ice in the veins type of shit. That would be, that is my weakness. Because then I act on like a lot of emotion if I'm like behind the wheel or something like that. So my heart is probably pumping out of my mouth. And I'm just like, oh, and playing rock and roll music. Just so I'm like, yeah, this is really fuel a fire here.
People are wondering plans for your Impala, also known as R34.
I mean, as you guys have heard, I'd like to 25 Neo swap it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Tomorrow.
kit. Yeah, tomorrow's crazy. If he sells me the engine, it'll be tomorrow.
Yo, Tommy, please.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We need to all call him up. But, you know, body kit, wheels, drift build,
Drift build.
Yeah.
Okay.
just
That
like all
makes
the
sense.
other ones. Like
Those
the
are
Z.
the wheels from the 13, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those.
Euros? Yeah.
Would you? That's gonna be the last question. I'm keeping that last. Okay, we're almost done here. What? Sorry, people want you to come out to Oklahoma. Just to let you know,
Oklahoma. I actually
Yep.
have Oklahoma plates.
they want you to skate and drift out there. I didn't know you could drift in Oklahoma, but
They got drift tracks in
I don't know.
Oklahoma?
I'll find out.
yeah,
Dude. Yo, that I've never heard a lot about Oklahoma, but imagine like that's the hack. We all just go to Oklahoma. Greenery.
All right, 2 more questions. What's your favorite vehicle out of all the ones you own, and why?
Well, has to be the S13. I think all the time and memories, I think that went into that car shine past all the others.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of crazy shit going on with that car, and you got the whole history before you even did
Exactly.
all that.
The trauma bond.
The trauma bond.
The trauma bond is so real.
The trauma bond you have with that car is
Well,
crazy.
Jimmy has a car like that too. Remember when we talked about that EK that he has, that K
Yeah.
swap? He was like, I worked so many hours on this that I almost can't look at it.
Yeah, but he won't get rid of it.
But he won't get rid of it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You die with the car like that.
Okay, last question. Would you rather have a 240SX that never runs out of gas or a 240SX that never breaks down?
Runs out of gas. Might never really break down.
Yeah, run.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Out of
Yeah, runs out of gas. Never fill up a gas tank again.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Shit
get an
sounds lit.
unlimited gas card for the
Yeah.
240. Yeah,
Right?
dude. What?
Yeah.
Put a good drive.
They don't really
Yeah,
Good.
just get mad oil.
Yo, if you got a 240 and that shit's breaking on you all the time, that problem might be you. Because
Yeah.
those cars are pretty fucking reliable.
Yeah.
100%.
KA, dude, when it was KA and the Z, did you have any problems?
No.
Or when it was not G30 turbo?
I never had a problem with that car.
Yeah.
Other than the clamps busting off. I got the HD clamps that like have the pin for the intercooler piping.
Okay.
So not the rubber couplings.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And
I see. what
those
you're
would
saying.
just bust apart.
Really?
Yeah.
I never really use those, honestly.
I'm not going to anymore.
I'm scared of them. I'm like,
I
what
bought
is
them
that?
to like,
I have
I'll
normal
never have to worry
clamps.
about
I'm
this.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, what do I have?
Yeah, I gotta look at that shit.
What happened to T-bolt clamps? That's what I have.
I fucking hate those too, honestly. I have a thing with clamps.
Fuck clamps.
Yeah, I'm like, worm clamp, cool. Like everything else, I'm like, the worm clamps that have the ring that goes behind the actual whatever worm part or whatever the
Yep.
fuck, so it protects it. Those
are nice.
Are fucking
Turbo
perfect.
Smart.
Yeah, or
That make-
constant pressure clamps or whatever they call
Yeah.
it. Yeah, those two.
The ones they use on the buses,
Yes.
according to Josh DeLeese.
All right, we're gonna end this one because we got people.
Yeah,
and
we
we
gotta
got a
go to
meet
a
to go to.
meet. Mike, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thanks
dude.
for having me, man.
Yeah.
Pause.
What comment? Oh, yeah. I saw what you did there, Carl.
Yeah. But you obviously have a long journey ahead of you, but really means a lot that you're able to stop here, man.
Yeah,
I've been
I
wanting
wish
to
you
have this
luck on all
conversation
your
for a long
future
time.
endeavors with
I appreciate
everything, the
that.
shop and everything. Yeah, it sounds like you. I mean, literally, some of my friends, like you've inspired them. So everything you're doing it's got a purpose. So keep doing what you're doing, and
dude,
yeah.
I be trying shit at home because
Yeah, literally.
I appreciate
like,
that, guys.
yo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
like it makes us. I'm not saying you're not normal, Frankie, but like,
Cool.
but
Here we
like
go.
I'm saying, like it makes the people like me or anybody else who has to work outside and do this shit like, oh,
Don't worry, I started there too.
okay, like
Yeah.
I'm
Then
glad the
I could go
inspo is
do
going
it.
to use
Yeah,
though, because
like-
a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can get inspo but not use it. You know.
Yeah.
I
No, for real.
I need it to go.
Yeah, dude. YouTube's a magical fucking place, man. It's created a lot of good things.
Yeah.
so.
You got anything you want to share with the user or listeners? If final messages,
Shout out Faction.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate
man.
it.
This shop is sick.
Thank you.
They know what they're doing. They're dialed in. They got style, function, and form.
Yo, if you ever need to work on something and you're around the area, just hit us up. You can come use a lift because I feel bad at this point.
Yeah. Dude,
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
But
yeah, I've been busting his ass for so long.
we're going to Edgewater for this meet. You'll see it on the flyer of either Mike's page or the Faction page.
Yep.
Or my page or whoever
And
else
you'll
who's
see the
working.
content from it because you ain't going to make it if you're hearing this.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Thank you, guys. This has been another episode of Faction After Hours. Hope you enjoy, and good night.
Good night.
Good, Eddie?
Peace.
Thank you, man. That was great. That was
Yo.
sick. I loved it. That was fun.
It's fun hanging out with you.
Yo, it was...
Dude, Census fail shit was crazy.
I've never seen your face light up before.
All right, so that was the PrizzaMike episode. I'm here with Eddie because Malcolm was working because we did this podcast during the day for the first time. That was the first work hours, after hours podcast episode.
Yeah, that was a during hours.
Yeah, that was
podcast.
during work hours. So that was interesting. How did you feel about that, Eddie?
A little stressed at the beginning, but I started getting the hang of it. I started typing stuff while changing the camera.
Yeah.
And that shit was kind of fun.
I was trying to throw you some work to do and see if you could do it because like as much as people think that everyone here knows about cars and everything, it's like you and Malcolm you weren't really in the scene before you worked here. So
No.
I'm just like, oh, look up this car. You're probably like, what the fuck is that car?
Yeah, sometimes when you guys are having convos, I'm like, whatever you guys said, and I think, car?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, so then you're like, look at it on his page. I'm like, okay, now I have to find it on his page.
Yeah. No, you were doing great. I was surprised you were doing that good. And Carl said something about it too. But yeah, no, it's nice we have a luxury here where we actually have someone producing our podcast, and to have two people that can handle it is even better because Malcolm was able to keep working while we were doing this podcast. And the reason we did that during the day was because we had that car meet planned.
Car meet.
Yeah, right after work. So,
That was a little crazy.
the car meet was awesome, I thought. I mean, Eddie did a video on this whole car meet, so that'll be coming out tomorrow. But
Yes, it'll be coming out on our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which you should check out because we have a lot of content coming out weekly. We got a video coming out weekly every Friday, which is usually we had shop tours.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have content like the PrizzaMike car meet.
that video is going to be good. The shop tour video was probably the best video. Would you say that's the best video you ever made?
I thought the Final Bout 7 one was,
Okay.
but then learning from that, the shop tour one is not
Yeah.
my favorite one.
So if you guys want to check out Eddie's videos, make sure you check out our YouTube. Give us a follow if you can. Please subscribe and anything, comment, any of that stuff. But please subscribe. We're trying to hit a number by a certain time,
Yes.
so Eddie can maybe he'll get a little bonus or something. So help your boy out.
Help me.
Help me. But so the meet was cool.
Yeah. You got arrested?
Did you say you got arrested?
Yeah, didn't you get arrested? we had to break you out, right?
No, I did not get
Cops
arrested.
came, though.
The cops did come. So the first meet spot was shut down relatively fast. I would say 30 minutes or less.
Where were we at?
We were in Edgewater, Outback Steakhouse. I literally only picked that spot so I could eat at Outback Steakhouse, and I didn't even eat there. So I was pretty mad. But then we picked a backup spot. I had absolutely no faith in this backup spot working.
Yeah,
so
everyone was like looking at you like, we had a little huddle session where it's like, all right, we're getting shut down. Where are we going, Frankie? And
Yeah.
everyone turned at you and you're just like,
I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't throw car meets. And then, dude, we got lucky, man. So we pulled up to the next spot. We said hi for about 5 minutes. And then we said, we're going to get food because that's what we want to do. And I text Mike. I said, yo, you're on your own. Good luck. And he's like, yeah, thanks. And then I'm looking out the window at the restaurant and I'm like, shit's popping off. Nothing's getting shut down. And it lasted for over an hour before the cops came. And the cops came only for one reason. All of you douchebags that did burnouts in the fucking parking lot.
They did burnouts?
Yep. That's why they got kicked out.
Oh, no.
You can never have nothing nice like at any car meet because you have all these idiots that think they're hot shit and they just want to do burnouts. So, you guys ruined the night for everyone. So just keep that in mind next time you decide to do a burnout and try to impress people that don't care about your Honda Civic or whatever you're driving. All right, moving on. I just had to say that. Guys, we are doing a Stance XR1 coilover giveaway right now on the website. There is basically one more day to get those orders in. So now is the time. If you guys want any chance to win these coilovers for free, completely free, any car of your choosing, if they sell them, we can get them. We can ship them out to you. Spend $5 on the website, you get one entry. Spend $5 on some Faction merch, you get 2 entries. That math works, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, double points. Yeah. So, you send any Faction merch is going to get you double entries. So check out the website. We are going to be doing this every single month this year. We're giving away stuff every month. So if coilovers are not your thing, which they definitely should be, because that's probably the most important part to a car. And if you're a drifter, which most of you guys are, these coilovers are my go-to for customers coming into the shop. But yeah, if you're not into coilovers, if you already just bought Stance XR1 coilovers, then check out next month's giveaways because we're gonna be doing that pretty much every month. Some months are gonna be better than others, so I definitely wouldn't wait around. If you guys need anything at all, just put the order in. You know, you're taking a chance, but honestly, we have so many things on the website now. You could order some stickers and have a chance to win. So it's like, why not? What else we got going on?
We got the Patreon.
We have the Patreon. Where we have a bunch of people on there already. We have 3 tiers. A $5 tier that gets you all the exclusive content, ad-free podcasts, bonus podcasts. We have a $10 tier, which is more so just a extra. What'd you say? Yeah, this is like, the hardest one for me to explain because Malcolm just threw this tier in there.
I gave it a name. I forgot. It was just like extra support.
Yeah,
that's what I called it.
It's like you ain't getting shit, but you're helping us out more. I'm like, okay, I guess that's one way to do it. But I've seen that. I've seen people do that before on Patreon. So
yeah, it's a little, $5. You're giving $5 and you're like, I really like these guys.
Yeah,
I'll give a little more,
which is great for us because, dude, people think you make money doing this stuff. We make no money doing this stuff. I'm literally in the midst of a panic right now. So anything helps us. So if you guys like this podcast, definitely check out the Patreon that Eddie's talking about. There's also a 3rd tier.
Yes, the highest tier, the $15 tier, which is the care package. Where whenever we give out merch or whenever we have a new merch drop, you as a $15 member tier get a little care package sent to you.
Yeah, we try to put together a care package. The last care package was probably the best one so far.
That one was definitely the one that had.
Yeah, because it's like we even had a match. We had stickers. It was just like you got a bunch of stuff. It wasn't just a shirt. It was whatever we could work out to give away. I love the Patreon. I'm trying to make more content for it. It's just, I'm basically working 24/7. So there's not many times when we can film.
Yeah, I've been trying to find other things, like the photos that I take that I usually put on the Instagram. Sometimes they don't fit the Instagram aspect ratio. So I'm like, it was a nice photo, so I'll put it on the Patreon for the Patreon members only.
That's a good idea too. So you just get extra content. You used to do Faction weeklies. You still do some of those?
Yeah, sometimes it's been hard to film now that I have more stuff going on now.
The thing was the Faction weekly, wasn't that a prequel to the Hot Lap?
Yes. We were doing it. Yeah, we were doing, it was more, no, not really.
No.
It was more like just vlogs.
Okay.
Because we wanted the Hot Lap to be named Faction Weekly, but it was kind of weird to have it in that.
So the Faction Weekly is more like an in-depth hot lap video when they do come out. It's more like behind the scenes and everything. Like we can play real music on there. Like we don't have to shut the music off every time we film, which honestly kills the vibe a lot. When you have to shut the music off, it kills the vibe a lot. So the Faction weekly videos and other videos we put on the Patreon are really, really good content compared to our YouTube. So definitely check that out. That's pretty much all we got going on right now. This video that Eddie's putting together for tomorrow is, I think, going to be funny as hell. I know I was just thinking of one specific scene that is definitely funny. So thank you guys for all, basically anyone who came out to the meet. Thank you for stopping by. It was way bigger than we thought it was going to be. And yeah, we had a good time. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I hope everyone enjoys this one. I did have an amazing time on this episode because I didn't really know Mike that well. I didn't know him basically at all. I met him one time and I knew of him because of his car story with the 180.
Yeah.
But like I didn't actually know him as a person. So getting to talk to him and like learn about his basically trials and tribulations of all these cars firsthand was awesome. Like now I'm going to go subscribe to his channel. I'm going to try to keep up to date on it because it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. He's definitely someone to keep tabs on.
Yeah, for sure.
You seem like you wanted to get him stationed over here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want him to move. He's kind of looking for a place to live right now. And I was like, come on, we got Senses Fail. We got all the music you like. Yeah, no, I love New Jersey, so I hope other people like it as much as I do. But I tried to show them a good time last night. I mean, we purposely went down Route 3 so you could see the skyline and everything, the city from Route 3 and see the Empire State Building, which is basically one of my favorite drives or rides on a motorcycle. If I feel like dealing with a shit ton of cars on the road, that's the road I take down to River Road, and then I ride that back up north. So. But he texted me while we were on that road. He's like, yo, this is sick. I was like, okay, cool. Oh, wow, really? So yeah, so it worked. My plan worked. So hopefully he comes back and we do some more videos with him. And the whole crew he brought were awesome. Like everyone was cool. The trip they're doing right now is going to be a trip of a lifetime for them. So I hope they're really taking it all in and enjoying it.
This was their last stop, basically, right?
I thought about that last night after we were done. I was like, where are they going right now? Like, did we ask them what they were doing next?
They said this is basically the last stop, but he kind of wants to do that thing with Tommy F. The engine swap.
Yeah.
So I think he's just playing it by ear.
I hope that happens. I mean, if Tommy doesn't need that engine, like that would be good content too. Guys, make sure you check out our sponsors, Automotive Specialty Wraps. Pretty much anything you need to do to the exterior of your car, they can help you out. Detailing, wrapping, paint correction, all this stuff, all the stuff to the outside of your car, make it look good. Hit them up. They're in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, and they have been basically our longest sponsor, I believe. It's either them or East Coast Drift School. I'm not sure, but that brings me to our next one, East Coast Drift School. Guys, if you're trying to get some some seat time in before Club Loose season starts, and you want to do it at the greatest place on earth, Englishtown, Raceway Park, you got to hit up East Coast Drift School, and Chris will get you all set up. And God, we got some sponsors now. Chase Bays is one of our sponsors, and they have been pumping out a bunch of new products. I've been getting emails from them left and right, so make sure you guys check out their new products. Chase is an awesome guy. We're looking to have him on the podcast hopefully in the next few months. I think he might be coming up here to work on Josh's S15. So stay tuned for that. Check out their stuff. We have almost all their stuff on our website, I want to say, at least a good amount of it. So you can always purchase something on our website, get some points to win the giveaway this month. And
Limitless Autofab? Limitless
Autofab. So Limitless Autofab, we actually just got some bash bars in stock. So if you guys need anything local and you need to, and you want to, I don't know, if you want to check them out, something like that, come by the shop. I personally like these things. Us in the Front Street guys, we like these bash bars. Bash bars are a very specific item. If you make them wrong or you make them in a certain different way that like your bumper's not going to fit, some shit's not going to work. But the Limitless ones seem to be really good. There was a brand that used to be around called Street Faction. Those bash bars were great. Limitless Auto seems to be the basically the up and coming bash bar company. So check those out. They also have some catch cans that are on our website as well. We just put a few of those catch cans in some cars here at the shop. I love the way they look. Everything's been working out great. So make sure you guys check those guys out. And last thing I wanted to mention was we got some cool builds going on in the shop right now. We're doing some videos on them. Again, check our YouTube because we're gonna be pumping out these videos in the next few months. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a bunch of shit we can talk about. We're doing car storage now. We're doing vapor honing, zinc plating. We're doing a bunch of stuff in the shop. So
oh my God,
just stay tuned. And if you guys need to store cars anywhere or get some stuff cleaned, check out our website. We got details on there, and shoot us an email if you can't find anything else. sales@factionmotorsports.com. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.